Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. DiaThrive.com. That's D-I-A Thrive.com.
We've arrived.
What do you mean?
We've hit the big time.
What are you talking about?
I didn't tell you. We're live on MoJo 50 now.
Oh, that. I could have sworn they were just pulling a fast one on us.
Either that or someone at the top has had a mild stroke. Regardless, we now have to make a promo.
Okay, well, that seems simple enough. How long does this have to be?
I was told that we need to take about 60 seconds or so and tell everyone about ourselves.
All right. I was born in a blizzard in the bleak hours of the morning in November.
No, I don't think we need to go back quite that far.
All right, then. I'm Steven.
And I'm Dylan, and we're hosts of the Defenders of American Exceptionalism,
or DOAE show for short.
And we are live Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on MoJo 50.
We go through the politics of today and how it affects the culture and vice versa. And we try to bring it back to the Constitution and the principles above privilege.
You know, I feel like there should be a shirt made with that on it.
Yeah, we already have that.
Oh, so don't forget to check us out. Defenders of American Exceptionalism live Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on MoJo 50.
There's a better way to meet people without having to suffer through all the crazies. Weed out all the nutty people with WeThePeople.dating. That's WeThePeople.dating. It's easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
Adjust your mojo now. Thank you.
Ship has landed.
Doc Thompson. Brad Staggs. The mighty MoJo 50.
Stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
And did you catch that? The biggest terror threat in America is white men, those on the right. That's the greatest terror threat in America. For Eric Holder to come out and say that, the former Attorney General of the United States.
That was not Eric Holder that said that. That was Don Lemon.
I know they all look alike. No, they don't.
They all look alike.
Yeah, they all look alike.
What are you gonna?
That's why you can only say that if you're Hillary.
What?
Because, well, she was married to the first black president.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's exactly
before
right.
the first black president.
So it was Don Lemon who came out and said the biggest terror threat is white men. So let me back up and share a little bit more with you of his exchange with Chris Cuomo on CNN. Now, they were discussing the multiple incidents where seemingly people on the right committed some violent act.
Right.
Forgetting, of course, all of the times that people on the left have done these things conveniently.
Yes, yeah.
Forgetting, of course, some of the people they're claiming are on the right. There's some questions of and all of those things. Remember, anybody through any of these debates who would have you believe that violence is perpetrated exclusively by one group of people based on their race, their political affiliation is going to be somebody you cannot trust.
Yes.
Because there are extremists. You may even say it's more common for this political group of people or whatever. Maybe you're right.
Yes, I would say there are some that are more inclined than others to violence.
But it is not feast and famine here.
No.
That's not the extreme we're talking about.
No.
As long as Antifa exists, how dare you, CNN? As long as they exist, how dare you? Because the truth is, violence has been perpetrated by people on the left and people on the right. The common thread there is crazy people.
Yes.
Because if you can get to that point, you have something wrong with you. But having said that, back to Don the Lemon now, speaking with Chris Cuomo. Here we go.
Weekend. I keep trying to point out to people not to demonize one group or any one ethnicity, but we keep thinking that the biggest terror threat is something else. Some people who are marching, towards the border like it's imminent. And the last time they did this, a couple hundred people came and they, most of them did get into the country. Most of them got tuckered out before they even made it to the border.
A few of them got Tucker Carlson too, but that's a whole other thing.
So we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
Brad Staggs, your comments, go.
First of all, he said we need to stop demonizing people, but the biggest threat then he began demonizing group. Someone needs to teach Don Lemon that the word "but" changes the meaning of the sentence.
We have got to stop demonizing people, but it's Whitey's fault. Come on, guys. We have got to stop this stuff. Do you realize what you're doing? You've got to stop demonizing people and realize it's Whitey.
Yep. Well, everybody already knew that. I'm shocked that Don Lemon actually said it. This is the same guy who takes shots on the air on New Year's Eve. And
this is quite possibly the dumbest single thing I've heard anybody say ever in my entire lifetime.
And you've heard some dumb things.
And I have worked with some really stupid people over the years. I mean, you say it in the same sentence.
I know.
You know who he said it to? Chris Cuomo, one of the other dumbest people in all of media, who is also a white guy who's like, yes, my ebony brother, please mock the crap out of me and my race, right? And I'm just going to have a very concerned look. I'm just going to sit here as a man who's had his testicles surgically removed by the media because I am a white guy. I'm going to sit here and let you crap all over me and my race. Yes, I am responsible. Thank you, Don Lemon. Based on my whiteness, I am responsible. Yes, demonize me in the name of not demonizing people. Do it, my ebony brother.
And where's he even getting
we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
Isn't that demonizing, Brad?
It's rather demonizing,
It sounds a bit like it's demonizing. I mean, I am not an expert on demonizing, but it sounds like demonizing.
You know what he probably did? He probably did. There's some
four lines metric before he went on the air.
That too.
Okay.
There's some metric that he discovered, like the body count with if you include Timothy McVeigh, the body count somewhere.
Well,
he had to come up with something
talking like the statistic in his mind.
Statistic in his head.
Okay. Number one, even if there were no statistics to back up, it doesn't matter. Don Lemon is a racist. And Don Lemon carries around what many people in America carry around of all races, genders, ethnicities, a big, huge chip on their shoulder. Now, that chip may be there partially through no fault of their own, through experiences, ways they've been wronged. But what Don Lemon doesn't realize is that everybody has those things. Everybody at some point in their life was the fat kid or the kid who was picked last for the softball team. By that, I mean the fat lesbian who was picked last for the softball team.
Wait, they're really good.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. The fat straight girls.
Yes, that's better.
Picked last on the softball team. You were the poor kid. You were the kid that didn't have the shoes like everybody else. Everybody feels bad. Everybody felt isolated and alone and mocked and hurt because of those things. Everybody has them in their life. Don Lemon is too stupid to realize that. Not ignorant. He's too stupid at this point. For you to not even realize what you're saying. Stop demonizing and let me demonize.
Yes.
Wait, he didn't even take a breath.
No.
It was 4 words later or something like that that you say this. He's just stupid. And he's doing more harm than good. Don Lemon, in his heart of hearts, does not believe like some liberals out there that, well, we just need to do good. No, Don is trying to stick it to people, which is ironic because he's gay, too.
Hey-o.
Don is trying to stick it to people because he's always felt bad because he's black and he's gay. And damn it, it's time somebody really said it. Don, you think you're being bold? You're being brave for saying that? No. You're a coward hiding behind CNN. If you weren't, you'd sit down here on a program like this and you discuss what you said. And you'll let it be challenged. Instead, CNN, crickets this morning. Don, crickets this morning. You're not brave. Admit your bias. That's what's brave. you're gay, you're black, you've always felt bad and like a second-class citizen. Some of that is true and wasn't your fault. The rest of it, get over it.
Mm-hmm. Keystone Big, stop demonizing people, except white men. Effing white mother effers. Racist white mother effers are racist and terrorists.
Although, you know what? Maybe Don didn't get it wrong. If you really tear apart the words, then he says, stop demonizing people. White men, today's society, aren't people.
No, that's true. That's true.
We're vermin.
Yes.
So there's a little more to it. And a lot of people have gone off on the second part of it. We got to start doing something about them. What does that mean?
Euthanasia.
Some people say, oh, he's saying ban them and all of this.
Ban them from, ban us from what?
I don't know. Listen here. We'll do more of the clip. Oh, sorry.
Recognizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right. And we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no ban on, they had the Muslim ban. There is no white guy ban. So what do we do about that? So, and first of all, let me just say this. Maurice Stollard is the name, and Vicki Jones, and they have been lost in all of this, two people who were killed on Wednesday that you talked about. They have been lost about this, and I know that people feel that this story has not gotten enough coverage, and we will honor them tonight in our program. But go on, Chris, sorry.
Anyway, so there you go. That was the rest of the comment.
Well, and I figured out what it is. He's taking the statistics since Trump took office, and he is including a dude in Vegas. Can't remember his name.
Oh, I'll give you more on the statistics even. I mean, because there is more. You're right about that, though. And this is a narrative people have pushed since 9/11. I mean, I'm sure at times it's come up with, other situations prior to 9/11, where we said these people are dangerous or immigration. I mean, this could go back 100 years where they said immigrants are dangerous and wrongly so at times. But since 9/11, they've really pushed this because, as we pointed out, the 9/11 hijackers were Muslim male men between the ages of 18 and 34, something like this. And this is a standard. And we've pointed this out over and over, that most terrorism that was perpetrated, non-domestic terrorism, almost all of it exclusively, was young Muslim men. Radicalized, of course. A lot of us pointed out that doesn't mean all Muslim are terrorists. That doesn't mean that all terrorists are Muslim.
True.
Got it. But they needed something to fight back. So they go to the Southern Poverty Law Center and others who have declared that white people, white men, are dangerous. And they say radicalized people on the left or right are a bigger threat than people on the left. That's what they end up citing with this stuff. Studies that were conducted by people or groups like the Southern Poverty Law Center, who is a leftist group.
Right.
So this is like me referring to somebody on the right as the study. If I said, you know how I know that? Because Rush Limbaugh said it. They tear you apart.
Yes.
They go, Rush Limbaugh's just an opinion. It doesn't matter. Southern Poverty Law Center can pretend they're basing what they say and do as statistics. It's not. It's crap.
And you can demonize. You can collect statistics to basically direct your narrative any way you want it to go.
Yep.
You can pick and choose and do anything you want with them.
So this is the Don Lemon. Remember, we've got to stop demonizing people.
But while we stop demonizing people, let's demonize white guys.
Right, exactly. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. I say this purely for selfish reasons, would really appreciate some memes about Don the Lemon and Chris Cuomo as Don says this. Look at Chris's face.
Oh, he looks kind of dejected.
Chris is like, oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Don, who did you say the most dangerous people are?
White guys.
Who?
White guys. You.
Don!
That's right, Chris.
I just checked.
You.
Am I white?
You are white.
Don, am I white?
You are so white.
Don, what am I going to do? I'm dangerous.
Yeah, the best thing you could do.
What can I do?
Jump off the roof.
Oh my gosh, should I do that now?
I would if I were you.
What about the broadcast?
That's okay. I can fill in for you.
Okay.
And
what about the other white people I pass on the way?
You know what? Take them with you.
Should I take them with me?
Take them with you. Make it a group jump. It's always more fun when you have friends.
Are you sure I'm white?
Yeah, you're white.
I mean, because I got soul.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I used to get jiggy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Don, I used to get jiggy with it.
No, we were just humoring you, Chris. That's
what do you think that Will Smith getting jiggy?
No.
You know, the really dark, black man, Will Smith, who's very representative of black culture. I used to get jiggy with him.
No. That doesn't count.
And Michael Jackson.
Chris,
another black man that used to get, Billie Jean.
The roof is waiting, Chris. By the way, isn't Don Lemon's boyfriend white? Just saying. So Don enjoys spending his time in the company of dangerous white men.
He's not one of those dangerous white guys. No.
Right.
I mean, there's a few good, clean ones that aren't dangerous.
Have you seen the scratches on Don Lemon's back?
He's only dangerous when I tell him to be dangerous. Be dangerous. Not that dangerous. Hold it.
The safe word is aardvark. Aardvark.
What?
Aardvark.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Aardvark. Oh.
Be dangerous.
Damn it, when I say aardvark, stop it.
Oh, that's... Sorry, stop changing the safe word. By the way, just as a little side note here, it's bad to have a safe word of the day.
Aardvark, elephant, no.
Sasquatch.
Anteater.
Smorgasbord. Damn it, I know it was a big one. No, not big one. No.
Ethelmerm, is that all you got? No, that's not it either.
And by the way, having the safe word be a phrase like "hurt me,"
it's not.
That's gonna. Wait a minute, I'm getting mixed messages here. Was that the safe word? Ow!
It could be the picture of the truck I tweeted out yesterday. Do not push. Do not push. Wait.
What a bunch of crap.
Seriously,
nonsense.
Yeah.
Don the Lemon and
his
Chris
boyfriend
Cuomo.
is pretty pink. Wait a minute. Wedding bells soon for Gacy and an actor?
Oh, wow.
Anchor. Huh. Well, he's an
actor too.
He's going to marry a terrorist?
Wow. All right, so that's what's going on. What a bunch of nonsense. How do you say that in the same sentence and be taken seriously? And the painful look on Chris Cuomo's face when he realizes that he is gay.
The lengths that they have to go to come up with something to fight the truth.
It's like you're in a meeting at work and they start talking about something that's a problem, not something that happened and they don't know who did it.
Right.
Where they're like, okay, and somebody's been stealing all the coffee creamers. We just got a shipment of like 6 boxes. That's like 4,000 coffee creamers.
And they're all gone.
And they're all gone. Somebody's been stealing. Stop it. Okay, where you're just like, all right, I better lay off the coffee creamers for a while. Not that. The one where they talk about something that you just did. You know what I'm talking about? Like this.
Yeah.
Even though it could have been going on forever, where people are not showing up for the Wednesday afternoon meeting,
right.
Let's say, whatever.
All right.
And it's a real problem, and they've lost money and clients, and there's a big issue. And there was a big, like the worst scenario when you didn't show up for the Wednesday afternoon meeting 2 days ago, right?
Yep.
And you're sitting there, and they're like, all right, listen, we're losing money and clients. Damn it, this has got to stop. Everybody has to show up for the Wednesday meeting. The most recent on Wednesday, do you realize? And you're going, damn it, that's me. And everybody knows it's you, that you're the one who did it. And they're talking about you in front of you. But you have to also act like.
Yeah, you're right. We all need to be here.
Stop it. Stop not showing up. That was what Chris Cuomo was doing.
Yes.
Like this. Don, you're right. Let me look.
You're right.
White guys. Damn it, Don.
I'm going to check myself in right now.
Thank you for pointing out my white privilege, Don. Thank you very much.
Wow. Yeah, you asked for the memes. Here they come. Don Lemon has accused a llama of white privilege. And it's true. It's true. I mean, just look at the llama. He's... That one gets a big old retweet.
We'll retweet that one out there. Is there some sort of hashtag we should use with that?
White guys are dangerous.
Don't demonize except white people.
So many letters.
Let's use Lemons Whiteys.
Lemons Whiteys.
Lemons Whiteys.
Okay.
How do you spell Whitey?
Was that with a Y or an IE?
Yeah.
Oh, I would spell it with a Y.
Wow. Really? Did you go to school in Alabama?
No,
What's
I
wrong
would
with
spell it
you?
with a Y just because.
Because.
All right. So Lemons Whiteys. WHITEYS.
EYS.
Okay.
Or is there no E before the Y?
Oh, no, EYS.
Okay. Well, yeah.
What are you, moron?
That'd be stupid to not put an E before the.
That would be Witties. We don't want Witties.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Whitey.
We'll do that, and we'll see if we can get a collection of these. And who knows, maybe Don the Lemon himself will get to see some of these at some point as well.
Lemons Whiteys.
Yeah, that's good stuff there.
Just change it if you want to.
Thanks for that.
All right, let's get to some communiques now via the social media platforms.
KY Spunkin' Bronuts, Don Lemon's safe word is funky butt lovin'. Funky butt lovin'. Funky. Did you say
right.
funky?
That's right.
Was there an N in there?
That's right.
Funky
That's
butt
right.
lovin'.
Funky butt
That doesn't
lovin'.
sound like funky to
I'm
me.
getting funky right now. That's right. I got the P-Funk on. I'm big step in it. That's right.
And TJ Toppin from Don the Lemon to safe words. What happened?
It's a natural progression.
We don't need no stinking track.
I stand by my comments.
We don't need no stinking rails. People.
Oh, we're so going to be kicked off of our registrar.
Yeah, the FCC, they can't touch us. The
That's right.
registrar,
we'll be done.
Yes, they are the FCC of our industry. Donna says, "People are people. Stereotypes are stereotypes. It's lazy to think one is the other." Right, because one is one and one is the other.
Right. It's lazy.
Donna, have you been drinking this early? How can you drink all day if you don't start in the morning? I totally agree with you. Let's see, what's happening over on MeWe?
Oh, yeah. Please sign up for a MeWe account as well. It's MeWe.com. The pages are up. Is there some confusion about our page?
No, what it was, and again, we're all trying to figure out the new platform. Remember, Facebook wasn't easy in the beginning. Still isn't. There is a MoJo 50 radio group page, but there's also a MoJo 50 radio.
That is ours.
That is ours.
Okay.
The group page is where the chat happens. The page, the MoJo 50 radio page, is where we will post things and videos and links and all sorts of things. So just sign up and like it.
All right, that's a good deal. So it's MeWe.com. We'll get some of those comments. Want to take a moment and remind you about Element Mattress. Fantastic Element mattresses. These are maybe, I don't know, are they back on today? Am I supposed to do a commercial for them?
Sure. You've already started, so you might as well finish.
Hey, Element Mattress, if you didn't pay us, you're getting a freebie today, so enjoy. No, they did have for a limited time their 50% offer. That may be expiring today or tomorrow. So get it in and try anyways.
Yes.
And just go to elementmattress.com. MoJo50 is the promo code that you're looking for. MoJo50 when you check out, and possibly still getting 50% off. It may be done, but try it. It's a value at any price because it is simply the best mattress you will get. It's the best mattress. I have one. It's not a joke. It's not a lie. It's not sensational. I have a mattress, an Element mattress, and it is the best. Best night's sleep you will get, period. But in addition to that, you also get some peace of mind because it's naturally antimicrobial, antifungal, and anti-dust mite, which you cannot say about most mattresses.
What if I like sleeping with dust mites and microbes and fungals?
Then you want to go to Bob's mattresses.
Okay, all right. I'll be
Bob's slightly used and stained mattresses.
Oh, they're great though. I love those dust mites.
You ever drive through parts of a town where they're like selling used furniture and they have mattresses?
Yes. The rule of thumb is you never buy. I sold a bed once. The guy wanted the mattresses too. I went, really? Okay.
Right. And
here you go.
No, I did the same thing. I sold one in Detroit. Now, mind you, the mattresses were pristine.
Okay.
As far as you could see.
As far as anyone knew.
And even if they are pristine, in the back of your mind, you're going, they're just hiding it.
You know what's been done
it
on
being
this mattress.
all kinds of things.
Yes.
So who's buying used mattresses? There must be a market in there.
Yes.
Maybe it's freaks who like that's right. I mean, use that. Get that used mattress.
Show me the black light again. Show me the black
Show
light.
me it. Oh, that is so good.
Lumen.
Don, I've got the used mattresses. Who knows? Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
If you're not one of those people, please go to elementmattress.com today. Elementmattress.com. Pick up a mattress or 3 and use the promo code MoJo50. And who knows? You might get 50% off. It's kind of a
crapshoot
today, but you'll know before you pay.
Could also be on a used mattress.
That's right, crapshoot, which is also a value. Don, it's a crapshoot. Possibly a crapshoot.
Yeah, we've got Element through the end of December.
Oh, okay, we're good to go.
We suckered them into a long-term deal.
Wow, I know.
Whoa, we've got better salespeople than I thought.
All right, very good. Well, cancel the other mattress company that was coming on tomorrow
no
then.
Kidding.
No, seriously, Element Mattress is honestly the best. It's elementmattress.com. More communiques now via the social media platforms.
Tower of Babel jackhole over on MeWe. The Don Lemon safe word is supercalifragilisticexpial. Ouch! Ouch! What'd you say? I said, ow! If Don Lemon's safe word is funky butt loving, then isn't that like having no or stop as your safe word?
Yes. That's where the humor came in. That was the kind of the point
yes,
there.
it really is. And who was it up here? Mo Lynch. I think it was Mo Lynch said, Mo Lynch, I'm so privileged. I drive an old Buick. That also means I'm old. He's an old white guy. Yeah.
By the way, just so you know, saying I drive an old Buick could be confusing as well.
In light of
yeah, let's just move on.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. We just move on over back over on the Twitter where everything. Oh, good, the memes are coming in.
I see them behind you on the screen.
The morning blad. Damn it! Who charges for commercials anyway? Exactly. We do all of this out of the goodness of our heart as a public service.
I know I haven't gotten a check, so you might be right.
Yep, neither.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of mojo. Mojo 50.
I'm Mike Opelka from PureOpelka.com, and this is the 2-minute drill. I don't get it. Why are the left-leaning media outlets and the Democrats so mad at Donald Trump and his stance on the border? He's just saying everything that Dianne Feinstein and Barack Obama said 20 years ago.
We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law, and they are showing disregard for those who are following the law.
Yeah, I know. That was Obama when he was just a senator and not the president. But it's not like senators would lie to us, is it? Not like Dianne Feinstein did in 1994.
We can enforce our borders. I think we should enforce our borders. To have a situation where 40% of the babies born on Medicaid in California today are born of illegal immigrants creates a very real problem for the state.
If only the Democrats of 2018 would sound like the Democrats of the early 90s, then you might hear someone like Barack Obama stand up and say something as sensible as this.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully.
Well, I'm convinced. Thanks, Obama and Feinstein. November 6th, I'm voting like a Democrat from 1994. Testudo, my friends.
Mike Opelka's 2-minute drill is powered by MoJoWildRice.com. Their wild rice is a superfood, gluten, sodium, fat, and cholesterol-free, yet high in fiber, protein, zinc, phosphorus, and trace minerals. But you're going to love it because it's delicious. MoJoWildRice.com. Mojo Wild Rice. I checked that twice last night, Ron.
Yeah.
No, it cut the end of the commercial off. I checked it twice. I don't know why it's doing that. It's clipping it.
Oh, it's because his was a second long.
No, it still shouldn't have been because it was doing that sometimes for me. We'll figure that out. Yeah, something. I don't know what's going on.
I love it when you guys talk tech.
So Stinky just tweeted, hey, it's at Stunt Brain on Mojo 50 Radio. Surprise!
Speaking of Stunt Brain, won't he also be over on Spoonie? Because Spoonie over my shoulder here.
That's a secret that we've only talked about a couple of times live on the air.
Okay.
No, yeah, surprise. Yeah, Stunt Brain's going to be contributing to these platforms as well. And that's going to be a daily feature. His 2-minute drill. Mike Opelka is...
crazy?
I was going to say brilliant, but crazy applies as well.
It does. And I think crazy and brilliant, it's the crazy genius thing. They get so closely intertwined.
Mike is amazingly smart about stuff. When it comes to...
Don't tell him that.
I'm not telling him, telling the audience. Okay. But do not tell him I said that. He's really sharp. So love Mike Opelka. He's awesome. Mike and I became fast friends. When I met him, first time I met Mike, it was in a big event in Utah. And I'm broadcasting, and because it's Utah, I'm on in the middle of the night, local time. It was like 3 in the morning. And Mike Opelka, staying in the same hotel, wanders down in his hotel bathrobe. Slippers.
I think of Harvey Weinstein when you say things like that.
Right. He comes down, hair, standing up, whatever. He comes down, hey, what's up, fellas? And I was like, oh, my gosh, love him to pieces.
Did he Sharon Stone you from the other side of the room?
No, fortunately, he was sitting really close. I was worried about that. And you're like, hey, Mike, oh. Need a longer robe there, buddy. So no, he's awesome, and he'll be doing the commentary. Mike always finds or usually has a unique angle about stuff like that. So I appreciate him joining us. And yeah, he may end up doing a show in the near future over at Spoonie.com, which is our food platform.
Which is why it's right over. Oh, and it's a good time to tell you to tell them that you'll also be on Spoonie today.
Yeah, I've been doing a show, an hour-long show. Chef Patrick Mosier has one as well. So we get 2 live hours every day. Lots of other shows up there, but 2 hours that live stream, and then of course available in podcast form and that as well.
Right.
But in the next couple of months, we'll add a few more live, and we'll just keep growing from there. Mine is 2 to 3 Eastern. Patrick Mosier's is 3 to 4 Eastern.
And that will be today over on Spoonie.com and on the Facebook page as
Weekdays.
well.
And we talk just, about food and culture and stuff like that.
Weird.
You look pensive like you have something to share.
Oh, no. Donna Moss, she just said, you guys need one of my college shirts. I graduated from Moorhead University. Yes. I would like, let's see.
Listen, what you did in college is your business. Did she say that because I have my Hillsdale College on?
Maybe. Uh-huh.
My Hillsdale.
I think so. So if you want to send Doc one, what's that, extra large?
Large.
It's a large? Wow. Aren't you petite?
I normally don't wear a lot of logo type shirt or whatever, but I just love Hillsdale College. And as I put this on this morning, the thought occurred to me. Does Hillsdale want me wearing one of their shirts?
They might pay you not to wear it.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
See, we assume, it's free ads. But have you ever seen the person out there wearing your company shirt? and they are not a good representation?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to take the good with the bad, unfortunately.
I worked in Cleveland. There was a guy I saw one day who was wearing a medium, maybe a large shirt. And he was clearly a 5X. Mm-hmm. On the low end, he was a 5X.
He was not wearing a 5X, was he?
No, like I said, it was a medium, maybe a large. And the molecules of that shirt were stretched beyond, I didn't know it was possible. They're like, we're holding it down.
At a subatomic level, they were really, really strange.
It became a translucent shirt. You could see through it because it was stretched so much. And he was a hairy, fat man.
Wow.
And he had been wearing that shirt probably for, I don't know, a year or 2 years straight. Without changing it.
You could tell
and there
by the
were
smell or the look.
The stains. I didn't get close to it, but nice. Obvious stains. And I just looked at him and I was like, I don't think we want him wearing your... This is who listens to us right here, this guy.
What do they say? No such thing as bad publicity.
This was bad publicity. Right. This was bad. So in case in point, Hillsdale, they're like, hey, Doc's promoting, he's on the show. Wait a minute.
Hey, Doc, would you mind not wearing that?
Did Doc go to Hillsdale? Because that's... No, I did not. No, I'm not sure I'm Hillsdale material. They like smart kids.
Yeah, then I wouldn't qualify either. I would not qualify either.
So, I don't know. Maybe they take dumb kids too, but I've been to the campus. Hillsdale is awesome. Just a great culture because they mandate every freshman has to take a course. It may be the same course, but they have to take a course on, are you ready for this? The Constitution.
Whoa, no, that's crazy. Why would we want kids knowing what's in the Constitution?
Yeah. And so the culture is, it's not like we're conservatives. and therefore we won't have fun.
Right.
We will not party. We will not laugh because we're very serious. And by the way, we are also filled with hate. I mean, that's the stereotype people on the left. No, it's a young, vibrant student body, and they're.
Now, the way you said that was really weird. It's a young,
vibrant student body. There were a lot of young, vibrant student bodies there.
A little creepy.
And they were, did I go all Harvey Weinstein for a moment?
Wow.
And just happy and, hey, we're learning the Constitution. This is a positive thing. It's the difference, I say, when we defend capitalism versus promote capitalism.
Right.
And that's the difference right now. I'm tired of defending these things. My ideas are right about it. Let's keep going.
By the way, the memes are already coming with a fat guy in a little coat.
Barney Frank.
Whatever happened to him?
Barney Frank?
Yeah, where'd he go?
He's still around.
He's not in office anymore.
No, he's not in Congress anymore. But he is in I'm sure he's in something.
I was gonna say,
I don't know what he's involved in,
who's in Barney?
I don't think that he has gone quietly into that good night. Somewhere he is involved in something.
1024th Happy Beaver says, wait, we need permission to wear a company's T-shirt. I already purchased my MoJo 50 gear. Can someone sign off on me wearing it?
Okay, yes, you can.
You
so you bought the gear.
Go forward.
There's a price for the shirt or hat, the mug you're getting, and that's fine. That does not include the daily licensing fee.
Oh, that's right. Well, if they'd read the fine print, they'd
right, and we should make that's on us, and I apologize for that. We'll make that more obvious. The daily licensing fee you can get if you just go to our crowdsourcing. Is it Indiegogo?
Yes.
Our Indiegogo page, and make a small donation to this broadcast company, this media company, so we could continue to grow more quickly.
Yep.
And you just do that. As soon as you do that, I don't understand how it works, Brad. It's all digitally recorded.
It is, and you don't worry about the fines. They are actually automatically deducted from your checking account since we already have your debit card information.
Right. So if you just go and get the license today, you're all set or whatever. And I don't know how they keep track. I don't know,
but they do.
There's just people who do that stuff. So if you go there, and you can get there via our social media accounts as well. It's Indiegogo. And is it listed as Daily Mojo?
If you just go to mojo50.com and click on the banner, that's
is.
probably easier than trying to.
There it is. And it's a red banner.
It is a red banner.
Red banner at the top.
It's a red banner. Yes, toward the top. Indeed.
Is it under the logo?
It is. I believe the logo is in it.
Can you be more specific about the geographical location on the page?
Not likely.
Okay.
If you don't see it when you go there, there's something wrong with your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, call somebody in and quickly get your licensing fee.
Yes.
Because just take it out of the way.
We don't want to embarrass you when they come to.
Oh my gosh! And I almost missed the most important question about licensing fee and something like this. I'm sure people are screaming right now. What's a licensing fee?
It's $20, same as downtown.
Right, that's the entry-level licensing fee.
Yes, we do have graduated platforms.
Here's the thing, though: don't
get expensive?
But do you want to just get by? That's not what we're about. Just getting by and doing the bare minimum licensing fee of $20.
That's like a C student, and
what are you doing?
Don't believe you're a C student.
I understand. Maybe you got some challenges in your life, and that's all you can do. Right? I got it. That's okay. I'm just saying, but if you can, let's do a little bit more. I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe that you can donate $10, $20, $30,000. I think I know you can. Oh wait, talk about the graduated tiers. That in addition to the licensing fee, what else comes up? What else happens here?
Well, if you do actually go up, let's see here. I'll find out exactly.
Is it like $50 then, something like that?
They are. Here are the
tiered.
Yes,
the tier program.
tiers.
So the first tier is licensing fee.
Yes, it says for $250 you get the MoJo 50 bronze package.
Your skin will end up beautifully bronze.
It's a coffee mug and a T-shirt.
The bronze
nothing
package.
to do with it's nothing to do with the bronze color. It's more of the
because I was like, damn. Then the whitey package, is going to be fantastic.
No, it's a completely different.
Okay, so
you can get the downtown special for $20.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't know what you get for that. Apparently nothing.
Well, just head downtown and find out.
You get acknowledged as a contributor on the website.
Oh,
so
very good.
So you get nothing. We have some flunky type in your name.
And all of these grow on the other.
Oh, they grow. Okay,
that's hot.
No.
Tell us more about how they grow.
Hey, baby, I understand you're a contributor. I saw on the website. Thanks for coming downtown. Now I'm gonna take you around the world.
For $50, you get the MoJo 50 coffee mug.
$50, a value at any price.
The $100.
There is no truth to the rumor that I will sell them to you away from the company where the other people do not get a cut of the money for $45. There's no truth to that rumor.
Yeah, but those logos fall off of the cups.
I'll meet you downtown.
$100 is the MoJo 50 T-shirt. And remember,
whoa!
This is not,
you get a T-shirt for just how much?
Just $100.
That's incredible.
And here's the thing. It's not about the stuff you get. It's about the accomplishment. It's about the good feeling in your soul. And if I said, how's your soul? And you bought one of these packages.
You could say,
man, it feels good.
Is that how you answer the question, how's your soul?
I think
I know how to answer, how's your David's soul? You say unemployed.
Don't give up on us, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you say, how's your soul? What's the proper answer? My soul is heavenly, pristine,
worn and holy,
not stretched out, properly fitted. $20, same as downtown.
For $1,000, you get the MoJo Gold package.
Set me up again. Set me up.
How's your soul?
For sale.
As a matter of fact, for $10,000, you can get the Ultimate Feast and Doc's soul.
That's exactly right.
I mean, I think it's worth it.
Doc will deliver his soul
directly
he will. To your home.
On a platter.
Hit me again.
Mm-hmm. How's your soul?
Questionable.
For $20,000, you can get Ron's soul along with Doc's soul.
It's not $20,000.
It's
all right. So what do you got? You got a $100 T-shirt. What do you got from there?
The $500 package is the silver package. You get
That's a big package.
You get the mug. You get the thug looking.
So the
wool
mug.
cap.
When does the mugging happen? Do they give you the parameters of when they want mugged?
No,
is it a surprise? It's a surprise mugging. That's what makes it exciting.
Yes, I mean, if you know it's going to happen, you're like, oh, here they come.
But don't forget, once you sign up for that, you've got to remember the daily safe word. And today it's kakak! Kakak! Remember that.
And you have to spell it.
That's right. That's the key. Don't forget it, though. And it changes every day. So
it really does.
Want to remember the daily safe word.
For $1,000. Ow, don't do that.
That was Tuesday. That was Tuesday. Keep it going, baby.
Ow, it hurts.
That was last Thursday.
Stop it. For $1,000, you get the gold package. That is the T-shirt, the thug-looking.
In light
it's called
of
a beanie, dude.
It's a thug-looking beanie. I mean, you're going to look like you're a thug. I like that.
But you'll be warm in the winter.
Is it an upscale beanie?
It's got our embroidered logo.
Oh, then it's upscale.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. In light, and this is more of a corporate decision. I just want to throw this out there in the air, and we'll have to get other members of this company involved in it. I'm just saying, in light of Cambridge Analytica, is that the best name for the package?
You're right.
A gold package, a golden package. Maybe it's fine.
There's nothing to tie this to the
It's the most beautiful package. Trump just ordered 6 of them.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he did. And the hookers. For $5,000, you get to be our guest for a day. Clothing optional.
There is some sort of filter mechanism we have, right?
Yes, you have to be hot.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God. I didn't want to be the one to say that. Okay.
Well, I mean, doesn't that go without saying?
Okay.
Do you think we're going to let
using me to sell that package? By the way, he said you can sit in there with producer Ron and run the show. And I was like, they might even be able to push some buttons.
For $7,500, you can not be in the same room with Ron.
Yeah, $5,000. You might even be able to push some buttons and run the equipment. That's right. And push the board.
And for $10,000, the Ultimate Feast, which has. I'm just going to let you explain that. The Ultimate Feast.
Doesn't Patrick Mosier?
I have no idea because here on the page it says the Ultimate
Feast. I think I go with him. So
yeah, Doc and Patrick will fly out to your home, and Patrick
and I will head to wherever you are.
A meal for up to 6 people. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you click on it, it does tell you what it is because it's kind of funny.
There you go.
When you don't click on it, it just says guest for a day, and it has nothing there. And then
so self-explanatory.
So you'll
now,
be served.
What's not listed at the page, and this is kind of when you play certain video games and there's hidden little
is this the
little gems.
one?
This is it.
This is it.
Okay.
There is a $100,000 donation level.
All right.
It is a double secret prize pack.
All right, how if I am sitting there in the audience right now and I have that kind of money,
right?
to help my country, to be a patriot, to make a difference in the world, and not be a selfish bastard. If I had that kind of money, why do I, aside from the the good soul feeling, how do I know what else I'm going to get? I mean,
you don't. It's a double secret prize pack.
Well, as somebody who has that sort of money, I didn't get that sort of money by going into things blind.
My grandma might have left it to you. You know how people get their money.
That's true.
That's all the dumb people.
That's a good point, too.
Really? George W. Bush would have been that successful without Ma and Pa?
That's a good point.
Please. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
So, it is a double secret level donation package. It's not a secret package.
It's a double.
And that's where the value comes in. You know what? Wait a minute. I'm going to go ahead and amp it up a bit. I'm just going to do it right on the air. I'm going to take our double secret donation level package.
All right.
And I'm going to amp that up to a double super secret level package.
Can we afford that?
I say it's... how can we not afford it, Brad? How can we not afford to do that?
Yeah, man, at that level,
you're double super secret prize level package.
We're giving away over $100,000 in just,
I would say, goodwill,
fuzzy feelings,
effort.
Yes.
And what is my effort worth? Right.
Right.
So double super secret package level. So you donate that.
Yes.
And that wow,
stories you'll be able to tell your
It could be anything. Think about that. It could be anything. It could be $100,000. It could be a break-even point.
It could be. So you give us the money and we hand it right back to you.
It could be $1 million where you make money.
Yeah.
It could be me just standing in front of you and going, sucker, and flipping you the bird. It could be anything, Brad.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Right.
Have you ever wanted to own a radio network?
That's right. That might be a level up.
Because we might just be tossing you the keys at that point.
See you later. Have a good day.
By the way, this is all yours.
Ching, 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 ching. Here you go. By the way, the code on the front door is today. Tomorrow we'll change it, just so you know.
You could own even this table could be yours.
That's right. That's right. The not so secret level up is give us $1 million. You'll own a piece of it at least.
That's right.
That's the investment level package.
You'll own me and I'll wash your car.
Anyways, get all the details. Just go to MoJo50.com and there is a banner near the top, around the top somewhere where you can get all the stuff. Honestly, we do sincerely appreciate any donation and help. I have not spoken about it as much as Matt Locke. Matt's a salesman, though. He's like, all right, here's what I want you to give me. Look, listen. I'm going to need you to give me some money.
He's good at it.
And he's good, and he's right, really and it's genuine.
Look, he's like, look, do me a favor. Look, guys, do me a favor. That's what.
Now, me, honestly, I really hate asking people for stuff like that. When you walk in here, Matt's got his hand in your pocket instantly.
Yes, and sometimes he's looking for money.
There it is. And sometimes he's actually looking for a donation.
And think of it, you're not giving us money as much as you are helping the country
honestly
out of a deep, dark place.
If we do this and we continue to grow, and I had, oh my gosh, I found out some things last night. Oh my gosh.
Run those by legal.
Oh my gosh. Folks, I hate to do this, but I found some things out that I can't share with you. Oh my gosh.
Things are...
I'm going to say this. The media landscape, as you know it, is about to shift.
Yes.
A tectonic, seismic shift in the media landscape. The way you think about ABC and CBS and the Washington Post and CNN and MoJo 50, there is going to be a tectonic, seismic shift very soon. And there will be a ripple effect that continues to ripple out. And if I'm right about this, and I'm pretty sure I am, if we can maintain what we've done and continue to grow, every day we grow just a little bit more, get a couple more things accomplished around here, we are going to be in a fantastic situation. Some of the names you know and love and people, you know, you may see, who's the chick on with Fox and Friends in the morning?
Ainsley Earhart.
You might see her on this broadcast in a week or two.
You might.
You might. As a regular contributor on this platform. Massive, major changes coming that within the next couple of years, you're likely going to look back and go, holy crap, those a-holes pulled that off. It's right there. The timing is sensational. We're adding clients every day, and it's just that much. One final little piece of the puzzle falls in place in the next month or so, and it's over. And what that means is you hear who we are, right? I mean, it's all out there, baby.
Yeah.
It is out there.
You can't fake this.
Right. Well, you can. It just takes a lot of work. And it's just so much easier not to fake it, right? Yes. That if we can grow beyond that and then challenge all of those tech companies to not be beholden to them,
right?
Like Gab and some others, it's done and over. So thank you so much.
And again, it used to be that on the public airwaves, quote unquote, I had to worry about the FCC, and you start doing this. Say, I don't have to worry about the FCC anymore.
No,
now you got to worry about everybody else who's got their finger on the button of the stupid interweb.
And likely in the coming weeks and months, as you hear things, you're going to be like, that's what Doc was talking about. And likely within that, you'll be able to glean a couple of other bits of information. Some you may misunderstand. Most of it you will understand if you can.
Mo is hitting it on
some things together.
Mo says Doc is talking in code again. Yeah, Mo, you're right. You just have
what?
If you record the broadcast and then, or just go over to Spreaker or any of the other places where you can download it, and take every third syllable, the Doc says, and then stitch them together.
Tells the whole story.
It does.
So it's clear and yeah. You can also play it backwards, whatever.
It'll tell you Ron is dead.
Ron is dead. Ron is dead. Ron is dead. You can tell because he's not wearing shoes today. That's how you know. That's how he knows.
Is that what it is?
That's one of the clues there. And also, when you play it backwards, you hear stuff like MoJo 50 buying Washington Post. MoJo 50 buying Washington Post.
Did you put something in his
buying Washington Post?
Morning,
I don't know. He was doing that when I came in. I don't know.
Wow. He just sits in the corner sometimes and rocks back and forth gently and moans.
I see dead media companies. I see dead media companies. What?
All right, James in Louisiana, you didn't win. I just happen to like what you called yourself now. The Morning Blake, damn it, listener.
That was yesterday.
I know, but that's what James in Louisiana has changed his name to.
Oh.
Which I said it earlier. And
everyone
someone
loved
said,
that, too.
Well, James won because I said his name. No, I said his name because I liked it.
Oh, I see.
I have complete control. 1 cent of every $100,000 will go directly to paying down the national debt as well of the money you donate to us.
Yes.
And you could maybe possibly win $1 million.
And I'll make this commitment to you right now. If you're willing to donate maybe $4 or $5 million on top of the current national debt, I will pay. Pay off, those that 20, almost 22 trillion. You take the current national debt. You're willing to donate that much plus a couple of extra million. I will absolutely pay off that national debt. We'll absolutely do that.
You're making that commitment right now.
I'm making it right now, and I don't care what you guys say. We will absolutely do that.
That's impressive.
We will pay off every penny of the current national debt.
Those phone lines are lighting up. If you can't get through right now, keep dialing.
So the ballpark is like 22 trillion plus 5 billion, something like that.
Write a check.
And it's constantly going up. So donate it now. It just went up another couple $1 million.
Up.
So
it goes up.
Let's just get out in front of it and say just 23 trillion. And we'll absolutely pay it off. I mean, if you want to go 24 to be on the safe side, that's fine.
Nothing is going to go down until you write that check.
Okay, let me move on and remind people about the great folks over at MoJo Wild Rice. What is Ron's? What is Matt Locke's go-to for live commercials? What's his crutch?
Do me a favor.
Do me a favor. Go to MoJoWildRice.com. I say that because my crutch is what? Want to remind you about?
I want to remind you of. Yeah.
We know we got the crutches.
I don't have any.
Okay. Do me a favor. While I remind you about MoJoWildRice.com, do me a favor and go to the website. Look. Do me a favor. Go to MoJo Wild Rice.
What's funny is I know he's listening right now.
Listen.
We've all got the crutches. That's what's so funny.
The MoJo Wild... Listen. It's just good. Just good.
That lock is the best. Okay, MoJoWildRice.com. These are great folks in McGregor, Minnesota, not too far from Duluth.
Ah, Duluth.
That's the garden
spot
this time of year.
It's
garden
really
spot of
is.
America.
Yes.
Yeah, but the rice and the edible memories from the Northwoods are fantastic. The non-edible memories, not as good.
No, they're really not. And
they're still nice memories. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, you just can't eat them.
I prefer memories that are edible. That's just who I am.
Memories that are edible.
Edible memories are awesome.
Yes, they are.
They've got the jellies, the jams, the syrups, and whatever. So Matt who hates sweet stuff, and I know that. So I set him up with the pepper jelly last week. I mean, MoJo Wild Rice has amazing savory products because they've got the wild rice, and you can make that savory or sweet, whatever. Yep. But then they've got all kinds of soup mixes. They're polentas. By the way, they've got a poultry. Not a poultry, but a poultry polenta that you could serve as a side dish for like turkey for Thanksgiving and stuff.
Who doesn't love a poultry polenta?
I know I do.
And every time you say polenta.
I know Mom did.
Yes, oh yeah.
So they've got all that, but instead of saying, hey, Matt, why don't you try some of this? I'm like, here you go. Try something sweet that you don't like. So then he's like, I know the company does good, and I can't try it. So one of the listeners reluctantly got him to commit that he would try the beer jelly today. And Ron and I go, you wouldn't try the pepper jelly, which is...
What is up with that?
Right, because with the heat, it's less sweet.
It is. It's less sweet.
I mean, it's still sweet, but it doesn't
but
seem
you throw the word beer into anything.
Right, and the who's drinking it.
Yeah.
So he's going to try it today. So, by the way, so Chef Patrick Moser is coming up a little over an hour from right now for his weekly segment on this broadcast. He is bringing us MoJo Wild Rice Soup today.
Oh, is he? Oh, good.
He's made it out. Most of the soup comes in. It's one pack. So you don't have to measure anything other than the amount of water you put with it. And you don't have to add anything else. You just add water, cook it down. Because there is the rice in it, most of them cook for like 15, 20 minutes.
It's simple to do. And since you can't spell nostalgia anyway, I mean, this is simple. This is simple for simple people.
Yep. Just go to MoJoWildRice.com. Try all of their fantastic products. MoJoWildRice.com.
Bearded Larky Farkin says for the $1 million package, you get an all-expense paid-for date with the Unilee TV while Doc stays at home with Cubby. You know, the chore.
Date.
Date. Big Pharma.
Date. I am not ruling that out.
I hate that he's thinking this through.
Your money or your life. I'm thinking.
You know what?
Thinking.
Sold.
There you go.
I know. You know what my deciding factor was?
What? Money?
No, but that was. My wife will kick their ass.
Yes, you will.
Like,
yes, you will.
Yep. You know what? Oh, yeah. And to have somebody to complain to every now and then.
Yes.
This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. MoJo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. President Trump and the First Lady warmly welcomed by medical personnel at the Pittsburgh hospital where those wounded in the synagogue shooting are being cared for. But you might not have heard about that warm welcome because the president says the mainstream media chose to ignore it.
I came home and sadly turned on the news and watched as the far left media once again used tragedy to sow anger and division.
The president at a Republican campaign rally last night in Fort Myers, Florida. Mr. Trump stumping for GOP gubernatorial candidate Ron DeSantis, Governor Rick Scott running for U.S. Senate. The president says he is optimistic about the GOP's prospects in the fast-approaching midterms, and Mr. Trump contends his strong stance on immigration is an asset to Republican candidates.
The president says his focus on border security is a winning issue, and he claims the GOP is doing well with women voters because of it. And Mr. Trump says he favors legal immigration.
I want people to come into our country, but they have to come in legally, and they have to come through merit, a merit system.
As for the caravan of migrants traveling from Central America to the U.S., the president says they're not coming in. Greg Clugston, the White House.
The suspect in the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre expected to make a brief appearance in federal court later today. Robert Bowers will be arraigned on a 44-count indictment. General Motors will attempt to cut costs by offering buyouts to roughly 18,000 of its white-collar employees in North America. The company has extended the offer to salaried workers with 12 or more years of service. On Wall Street this morning, stock futures pointing to a higher open. Dow futures up 146 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 28, and S&P futures currently up 12 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T. and get 15% off your purchase.
It looks like you're losing.
I am.
Are you losing weight?
I am losing. I've lost about 10 pounds.
How are you doing it?
It's a funny name, but I've done it with Riduzone. RADUzone.com, and the stuff works. It's, you get into all that, the molecule this and the found in that. All I can tell you is it makes you feel full, and it keeps your mind off of wanting to overeat.
And also boosts your metabolism, so you're burning more.
Yeah,
Try it today. It's going to work for you like it's worked for Brad and countless other people. Riduzone.com. RIDUzone.com.
This is David Barton with another moment from America's history. At the time of the American Revolution, numerous other nations also had revolutions, yet 200 years later, America is the only of those nations still under its original form of government. Is this just good luck? Not according to founding father Benjamin Rush. He declared, "I do not believe that the Constitution was the offspring of inspiration, but I am as perfectly satisfied that it is as much the work of a divine providence as any of the miracles recorded in the Old and New Testament." George Washington agreed. In fact, he declared, "I should be pained to believe that the United States have forgotten that divine interposition which was so often manifested during our revolution, or that they fail to consider the omnipotence of that God who is alone able to protect them. Our founders acknowledged that our national success had come from God."
For more information on God's hand in American history, contact Wall Builders at 1-800-8-REBUILD.
Ship has landed.
Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs on MoJo 50. Lots of good stuff going on today. Appreciate you joining us. Please follow us all across social media at Doc Thompson Show, at Real Brad Staggs.
Traffic and weather coming up together on the 3.5s.
We're still doing 3.5?
3.5.
No, we just missed one of them. So
yeah, we did.
13.5 will be our next shot at that.
Have an extra one in there just in case you missed the first three.
Also, in case you missed it, go to tarriverarms.com. They still have the Glock special up.
They still indeed have the Glock special up, and it is a fabulous gun.
So Tar River Arms has done something amazing. They have revolutionized the way you purchase firearms. This is their go-to. This is what separates them from everybody else online. The ability to actually see what you're buying up close, zoom in, rotate it with the 3D imaging and the high resolution pictures is the first thing. The second thing is that they've done all of the difficult work of figuring out where to ship it to so you can get it, the expensive shipping it, both in price and transfer fees, all of that. Basically, what you see on there, and you can see it very well,
yes, you can,
is what you get. You don't have to, well, I don't know. So when can you ship and what about, and
right.
what are the laws and what is the fee? None of that. It's just what area are you in? Here are the places we can ship to. Where do you want to pick it up?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, but that's got to be pretty pricey then if they're including the fees and the shipping and whatever. No, it's the best deals online you're going to get.
It's amazing.
Especially when you add it all up.
The MoJo promo price right now on this this Glock 19 package, this 19X range package, is you're saving about $75 overall because it's 723 retail value, and you're going to pay $649. So if you've gone out and shot this Glock 19X, it's a 9mm pistol. It's the range package. It comes with the case and the holster and the shipping for $649. It's an amazing gun.
It's tarriverarms.com, America's first virtual gun store. Really, it is. I mean, there's other stores online you can purchase things, but when you really think virtual reality, where it's like being in the store.
Yeah.
Now imagine as technology grows and Tar River Arms grows as well. that they will always be cutting edge, that it may be holograms in the future.
It may be.
That's the cutting edge technology we're talking about. TarRiverArms.com. It's TarRiverArms.com.
We've scoured news platforms and agencies around the globe for today's most profound news headlines. Presenting them now, here's Brad Staggs.
And the headlines are brought to you by Tar River Arms, America's first virtual gun store. A migrant caravan update. The caravan has failed to arrange for buses in Mexico, which means they're going to have to walk.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
Yes.
Arrange?
They were arranging. They were trying to get buses to move because people were complaining, and it was the women.
Why do we have to walk the whole way?
So wait a minute. You're telling me that people who are driven for a better life are complaining simply because they have to walk 2,000 miles through the desert without food or places to poop?
Yes.
They're complaining? How dare you ungrateful people?
They do not want to be the man who walked 1,000 miles.
Just to lie down at your door?
Caravan coordinator Walter Coelho said Wednesday evening the migrants now plan to set out on foot again before dawn today from Juquitán in Oaxaca. Why don't they make English names in Mexico? Why do they have to name everything as some Spanish?
How selfish of you.
They'll be heading to Santa Maria Jalapa del Marque,
Case in point.
About 35 miles to the west. See, the migrants had not yet said what route they intended to take northward or where on the U.S. border they hope to reach.
Sure, Trump, send 5,000 troops. You don't know where we're going to be.
And we can move so quickly.
That's
on
right.
Foot.
Sure, you can just fly people and troops there within minutes, but it's going to take us a month.
That's right.
You don't know. It could be anywhere. Oh, look, we took 2 steps to the right. We might be going over to El Paso. Oh, 2 steps, might be going to Tijuana to the left.
Nope, it looks like Veracruz is going to be the.
I love her.
The transit.
She is
Me too. Vera, she was a sweetheart in school. Then afterwards, she graduated, kind of ballooned up.
Well, and then starts leading the caravans. I can't trust her anymore.
Maybe that
Excuse me.
Yes.
When are the buses coming?
We couldn't get any buses.
What?
Get up. You're gonna have. We're walking. We're walking.
I thought we were having buses.
And no, we are walking. You've got shoes.
The word van is in caravan. You understand my confusion.
And we don't have those either.
It's not walking, it's caravanning.
Pick up your stuff. Let's move it, people. We're walking, and we're walking. And apparently they might be headed to McAllen.
I'm taking my grievance to Veracruz.
She moved out of HR, by the way. She's now in accounting. She doesn't
Damn
care.
it.
Robert Mueller has been accused of sexual misconduct, sort of. Sort of.
That Matlock from the conservative cartel who follows our broadcast right here, MoJo 50, had an interesting point. Actually, a pretty wise point, which is amazing because he's not that bright.
I know. Look.
When he brought up, I believe it was yesterday, that, I don't hear the Democrats saying all women are to be believed here.
Thank you.
And it's funny because they're very supportive of Mueller.
Right.
Regardless of who he's truly working for, what his ideas are. They're supportive because they think he's going to bring down Trump. So then how dare these crazy women take down this man who should be believed?
When we learned last week of allegations that women were offered money to make false claims about the special counsel, we immediately referred the matter to the FBI for investigation, said
the
Peter
female
Carr.
body inspectors?
Exactly. I love that department. Peter Carr is a Justice Department spokesman who has been detailed to the special. He's been detailed to the. That makes no sense.
Very clean now.
Yes, he really has. The special counsel team since its inception. The problem is there's no evidence the woman worked at the law firm with Mueller.
That does not matter.
Or that she even exists.
That does not matter. Listen, even women who don't exist are to be believed.
That's true.
It does series. That's the craziest level. The crazy level we're at.
I'll be amazed if they don't find her dead of an apparent suicide with 2 shots to the back of the head.
Right, exactly.
It's coming. A thrown beer during the Red Sox parade has damaged the World Series trophy. I knew you'd be concerned about this. The World Series trophy has been damaged by a flying beer.
How does this affect me?
It's the World Series trophy and it's beer.
Did I win it?
No.
Do I get a beer out of it?
No.
Is it even a team I back who won it? Are they even?
No. At least it wasn't the Yankees. They've won far. No one needs that many World Series.
That's
trophies.
a great point.
What are you going to go hunting with all
how many World Series
right.
trophies do you need? Right.
Exactly.
By the way, I just got up. I was trying to see if your little visual back there works, and I guess it does.
Well, my big fat head is right in the middle of it.
No. Well, yeah.
There it is. See what is it? It's a spoon and an E.
Shouldn't it be spoon Y?
It's a. Shut up. By the way,
people will spell it SPOONE, and they're like spoon E. That doesn't exist. It's something else or whatever.
Well, they won't know how to spell spoon anyway. If they can't spell nostalgia, they can't spell spoon. By the way, it was a duck boat parade.
What was
the whole Boston Red Sox? It was duck boats.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. No wonder nothing happened there.
I'm sorry, Bostonites, massholes. Love you, and there's some good people, but a combination of the stereotypical accent and that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and whatever, that whole thing, that's what I think of when I think of Boston.
In the backyard, not too far from the car.
Right. I want to punch myself in the face when I just even think about that. That's how much I...
throat punch.
Seriously, it's just enough.
New details have come out. Khashoggi's body was beaten, dismembered, and then destroyed in acid. They went all Breaking Bad on him. That's all I have.
Wow, that seems like they were really driven.
Yeah. The account that I read said they dismembered the guy while he was still alive. I don't know who he pissed off or why, but man.
Okay, there's a lot we don't know about this.
Yes, there is.
There's a lot of stuff. He takes somebody else off.
Yes, you don't get beaten, dismembered while you're still alive, and then dissolved in a vat of acid for nothing.
All right, we're gonna put this guy on trial for spying, and will be normal. He left crumbs in the butter too.
Jeez.
That's it. Dismember him alive.
Even Saddam Hussein would be like, "Well, no, whoa,
we're like,
dude.
wow, that's really rough.
Do you need to be that mean?
Brutal." Kim Jong Un's like, "Holy wow."
Yeah. A doctor will not face jail time for dyeing his patient's vagina purple as a joke. Just leave that.
Just gonna let that sit in for a minute.
Just let that percolate for a minute.
Oh my God!
So many questions. Can you first describe the circumstances which brought him to that position? Is he that type of doctor? Not a purple vagina dyeing.
It's funny because he's
doctor.
a dentist.
He's an obstetrician.
That's funny. I was just thinking about dentists. You know how they make you eat those little goofy ass pills that turn your teeth all.
Is that what it was about?
I don't know.
He's an obstetrician. See what I did there?
I do. Barry King is a gynecologist who is charged with a.
Is that B-E-R?
B-A-R-R-Y. He's charged with a misdemeanor count of harassment. In this case,
I should have had the bell in hand. Go ahead.
Yes. He's charged with a misdemeanor count of harassment. After dyeing a patient's vagina purple, he'll have his conviction dropped if he goes 2 years without doing it again.
I'm so close to this, honey. I am only like 2 weeks away from not dyeing another patient's vagina purple. I don't know if I can hold out that long. I mean,
how do you even do that?
If you can wait, yeah.
What do you use? Wait, I wouldn't know what to do. Okay, do I go
what
get
are you doing
food?
Down there? Oh, just bear with me for a second.
Food coloring?
Dr. Barry. Dr. Barry.
Very busy down here.
I know. We're prepared.
Very busy.
Prepared to rule on your punishment.
Yes.
You'll keep your license if you could swear not to do that for 2 years.
What?
2 years. If you don't do it again for 2.
I can't dye anyone's vagina purple.
No, not purple. No.
The hell, next you're going to tell me you're going to dissolve me in a vat of acid.
Well, that's next. If your license, you do it again.
You guys are tough.
Okay, so is he a gynecologist?
Well, he's a gynecologist.
Okay, so then
You're not listening.
Okay, I just heard doctor. I didn't hear so he's he's down there for a reason. Okay, and then do we know the type of dye? How long this took?
The woman at the time worked for him.
Marge, can you come in here? I've got a new plan to save women. It's all about female health. Purple vagina.
I want to beta test this. Can I beta
That's
test
right.
this?
It's all in beta testing. Wow. You're the help here.
Apparently the woman...
Hi, it's Dr. Barry's new purple vagina cream.
She had found a vaginal lesion And she was worried that she had some form of cancer. She was worried that the cancer was back. So between doctors, she asked King if he'd give her an exam. And
was that his cure or it was a joke?
He says it was a joke.
But did she know about it? In other words, he was like,
I don't believe she knew.
Listen, Sue, it's true you do have a vaginal lesion, but I've got this special cure. It's purple.
The good news is the lesions are gone. The bad news, your vagina's purple now.
Sue, I've got some bad news for you. The bad news is the lesions are still there.
What's the good news?
There is none. There's just more bad news. Your vagina's purple.
From this day forward, when anyone sees it, they're going to say, "Ah!" So just get used to that. Purple's not bad. Just think of it that way.
Is Sue married?
It does not. It does not say if she is married or not.
Just wondering about lighting in their bedroom.
It does get better. The woman found out that King told her coworkers about it.
Hey, Sarah. I painted Marge's vagina purple. I know, right?
You gotta say, this has got to be a pretty fun place to work. If this is the inner office chatter,
she has a button that says, "Ask me about my purple."
She was upset too because the police charged him with harassment instead of sexual assault because prosecutors told her they didn't think they could prove sexual intent.
Really? Take a look at this, Your Honor. Exhibit A.
Wow.
He gives her a great dum-dum on the way out the door.
Your Honor, I'd like to present Exhibit T
I'm not
and A.
Honor, by the way.
I'm sorry, just A.
Wow. Who was our...
By the way, that's our new band name.
Just A?
Purple Vagina.
You told me who the other sponsor of the headlines was, but I'm too stupid to remember things like that.
And I know that. I'm just...
You're too stupid to remember them either.
No, I'm just spacing this out a couple seconds here. Just,
for the big
spacing
crescendo.
There it is.
There we go.
And because the topics have shifted now.
Yes, they have.
And based on the music and all this, it'll be easy to edit out and send to the client without attaching it to the aforementioned topic. Well, that would be Patriot Mobile.
Aha. Exactly. Good.
In an emergency situation, you're going to need reliable cell phone coverage.
Yes, you are.
And Patriot Mobile can provide that with their amazing nationwide coverage for you. So in an emergency situation, if you have Patriot Mobile, like let's say you're like, honey, my vagina's purple.
Right. You just connected it back.
Damn it, I did. That's not going to...
segment.
We pause a second.
Work, yeah.
PatriotMobile.com/doc is where you go to sign up so you can have amazing coast-to-coast nationwide coverage. It is unsurpassed. It is top of the line, top of the level, creme de la creme. You don't have to worry about coverage. It's awesome. They've got great customer service, and you're probably going to save some money. What with those great capitalists and people who support freedom and capitalism over at Patriot Mobile.
Cover you like purple.
PatriotMobile.com/doc. Or 800-A-PATRIOT. PatriotMobile.com/doc.
It is November 1st. There are 5 days until the most important election of our lifetime. That is T minus 5 days until the most important election.
2018's the most important election of our lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Until 2020, then that's the most important election.
Well, that's a presidential one, so sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most important one then.
Yes, it is.
Well, but,
2022.
Yeah.
oh, well.
That one.
Gotcha, okay. Well, that's the one. So eventually it'll just be 2022, and then we can... So this one's big, but not as much. And then
exactly true.
The next one.
Oh, crap.
And there are 53 days until Christmas.
My friend Brad Stagg said to me this morning, he said, that is such a great jingle, and it makes such a great point. He goes, the problem is we're not going to be able to use it. And I go, what are you talking about? We'll use it 2 years from now. He goes, it says now and then 2022. I said, we just cut out 2022. So it'll say now.
Yes.
Or excuse me, 2020. It'll just say now.
Yes.
We'll still use it.
Or our buddy Matt Lars might make another one. We'll find out.
You know what? We'll just play the same one. Who the hell cares?
For the money we pay that guy,
we'll play the same one.
I mean, it is National Men Make Dinner Day. Or as they call it around your house, just another day.
Yeah, as they call it in my house, today, tomorrow, every day.
It was this day in 1990. They finished this. 1990. And I will give you this. It was across the pond.
The Channel.
Yes, they made the breakthrough. The Channel. That's almost 30 years ago. Wow. And in
That's the English Channel Channel.
Yes, it is.
So
Yep.
Channel.
The tunnel under the channel, which wasn't nearly as snappy. In 1913, this rolled for the first time.
Ponce de Leon's exposition. No, that would be
Wrong.
1913. This rolled.
For the first time.
It's got to be a vehicle of some sort, or I don't know.
The assembly line. Henry Ford's assembly line.
That's a stupid one to give us today.
It was the first time an assembly line had been used.
Stupid.
He revolutionized the way cars were made.
He didn't do crap. It was all marketing.
And BMW took over. Tim Cook is 57 today.
Tim Cook from
Apple.
I thought it was from the Food Network.
No, that's from Apple. Well, Apple is food. Jenny McCarthy is 45, and Drip Gloss is 18. She is legal. She.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
She is probably the best technical engineer that NASA has.
No, she's
an up-and-comer. She hasn't proven herself yet, but technically speaking, she is when it comes to soft.
Drip Gloss is an Instagram star with almost 150,000 followers, and she follows 158.
Drip
Gloss. Drip.
Is that her given name?
I believe so. Drip Gloss McGillicuddy. I think she's Irish.
Is it supposed to sound like lip gloss?
Ask her.
If she doesn't have a lip gloss line, she's doing it wrong.
How would I know?
Maybe I'm being too literal with all this stuff.
Let's just move on.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Dateline Beijing. 3 Asian nations have warned citizens not to use marijuana in Canada. That's right.
So China's saying people in Canada shouldn't use it, or are they talking about
he's
citizens
talking about
in Canada?
citizens. Marijuana may be legal in Canada, but at least 3 Asian governments are warning their citizens to avoid it, including the specter of possible arrest for Japanese and South Koreans. Don't smoke the reefer. You could go to jail.
How would they know?
Well, okay, and this is a good point. Technically, the South Koreans and the Chinese, if you are
a citizen
of those countries, you're under the jurisdiction of those consulates in Canada, correct? You have to abide by those laws if you're a citizen.
So they're saying the Chinese law applies to Chinese citizens even when they leave China.
Canada. That's what they're saying.
Oh, that sucks.
But isn't that the same argument that we are getting with illegal immigrants? That with the 14th Amendment, they are technically not under the jurisdiction of this country.
Right, because our system is a little different there. But if we're going to go by, so if China ever bitches about us saying, if you harm one of our citizens, it's like harming us, even if they're not in America, well, then based on your beliefs, then that's kind of true. I see. Yeah,
See?
interesting.
See, there you go. I made a smart connection right there. I was stoned when I did it. China, the latest to weigh in, didn't go that far. Its consulate in Toronto issued a statement reminding Chinese in its jurisdiction, and students in particular, because you know those pothead Chinese students, to avoid contact with and use of marijuana for the sake,
burning weed
with its roots in hell, for the sake of ensuring your own physical and mental health. Okay. Imagine a billion stoned Chinese.
Well, China, you're doing it wrong, just so you know. For a country that wants to control its population, you morons.
But they make the best unnecessary plastic objects in the world.
They do, but I'm serious. Like, you want to control your people, whatever. Did you not read Brave New World? I know your citizens didn't.
Did you? Well,
yeah, perhaps just move on.
We just move on. Movie passes. We haven't heard about movie passes.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they're still around, but their parent company is disowning them. Helios and Matheson Analytics, which owns 92%.
They're going to be orphans?
They're going to be orphans.
92%.
92% of movie passes owned by Helios and
poor
Matheson.
people. Because about a year ago, they were like, we're in the money.
Yep, not so much anymore. They are planning to spin off the business into a standalone entity.
What is the entity?
It's called WeCan'tDoThisAnymore.com.
It's called We Want to Take Your Money and Give You Nothing in Return.
Pretty much. They keep going back and forth on their plans.
Do we know anything about it?
No. The shares, however, of MoviePass have been trading, right around 1.50 cents. So just remember.
Do we know anything about how many outstanding shares there are and stuff?
Well, no, because they keep doing these reverse stock splits. But it's the other reverse.
What I'm trying to figure out is, and maybe there isn't any easy way to do it, but I'm sure somehow you could, to find out how much money I would need to gobble up all of the stock today, if it's like 1 cent or 2. Are there 45 million outstanding shares? Is it 1 million? Is it 10 million? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, but
could I gobble the entire company up for $2,000?
Let's see. That's our 250.
Would it be 80,000?
Possibly.
I mean, what could it be? It cannot be 6 figures to gobble it. There's no way.
Well, here's the thing. A year ago, it was $39 a share. As far as where it's stock, I don't see anything about the total number of outstanding shares. So you may have to stick with this business for a while.
No, I'm just Dr. Hatch some harebrained schemes just now as you were saying it. So
Mars attacks, Yellowstone erupts, or maybe this is the answer for our national division in the United States. Astronomers just observed the supermassive black hole at the center. Yes, we do need a supermarket black hole. We are right on top of things. Center of the Milky Way galaxy, sucking blobs of hot gas toward their doom at 30% of the speed of light. You know what 30% of the speed of light is? It's like coasting. 201 million miles per hour, which was enough to trigger 3 powerful bursts of radiation from the cloud. There is a black hole sucking us toward it. We're all going to die.
That would be just my luck. I finally get to go the speed of light.
Yeah.
And there's some a-hole in the left lane going 30% of the speed of light.
Yep. Did you see him? He wasn't doing he's 200 million miles an hour.
Every damn time, right?
Yes. So, by the way, this probably won't happen before the midterm election, so get out there and vote. T-minus 5 days. Those are your headlines.
And don't forget Tuesday. That's right. Republicans, conservatives, libertarians vote Tuesday.
Yep.
Democrats on Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
Happily promoting the 4 F's: freedom, faith, free markets, and fun. MoJo 50.
It's fair to say these days that the liberal left and the conservative right may never meet eye to eye on anything. That point was driven home recently when CNN's Don Lemon made what I'm sure he considered to be an astute observation. GOP Representative Steve Scalise's response to Lemon's statement, however, was priceless. The new buzzwords that the left is using against Republicans are political violence. In a nutshell, the left considers any words or behaviors by Republicans that are not agreeable to the left to be political violence. On Monday night, when Lemon was addressing the issue of political violence on his show, he said, "This is not equal. The right-wing group killed the woman in Charlottesville. This guy is a right-winger who killed the people in the synagogue. The right-winger sent bombs to CNN and to Democrats. I don't see Democrats killing people because of political violence." He further claimed that political violence was for the most part committed by extreme right-wingers. There's only one problem with Lemon's liberal logic, and that is Steve Scalise was a victim of a left-wing activist with an online history of animosity toward President Trump and Republicans. Lemon, who apparently dreams up his diatribe against Republicans and President Trump from watching CNN, continues to blame the GOP and especially Trump for the sick behaviors of others who have hate in their hearts. It makes you want to roll your eyes sometimes at the absurdity of what the left, like Lemon, comes up with, and that is clearly how Scalise felt when he heard Lemon's statement. Scalise tweeted an eyes emoji with a link to what Lemon said. Scalise's tweet accurately sums up the feelings of most Americans. The only thing missing is that the eyes don't automatically roll. And that's today's reality check with Susan Knowles.
It looks like you're losing.
I am.
Are you losing weight?
I am losing. I've lost about 10 pounds.
How are you doing it?
Funny name, but I've done it with Riduzone. RADUzone.com, and the stuff works. It's, you get into all that, the molecule this and the found in that. All I can tell you is it makes you feel full, and it keeps your mind off of wanting to overeat.
And also boosts your metabolism, so you're burning more.
Yeah,
try it today. It's going to work for you like it's worked for Brad and countless other people. Riduzone.com. RIDUzone.com. Oh, it's gold, Jerry. It's gold. We got another platform, another channel called Spoonie. That's spelled with a Y, not an E.
Yeah.
SPOONY,
Y.
not Spoone, as you may be confused, but, you know, just
that
saying.
would be Spoonie.
Right. But anyways, Spoonie.com. And I have discovered our next content provider.
Okay.
Our next content provider. His name is William Sitwell.
Okay.
Are you familiar with William Sitwell?
Wait, of the East Dallas Sitwells?
No, of the London Sitwells.
The London Sitwells.
Yes, he's a British citizen, and he is a former editor of a food magazine.
Oh, all right. So he's unemployed.
Yes, because he's now former. Do you want to know how he found himself unemployed?
Yes, I would
circumstances
like to know that.
surrounding
I would love to hear said circumstances.
As I lay out these circumstances and how this whole thing unfolded, I ask you if he is somebody that you would welcome to join our company and discuss food and possibly other things on our
Lord
broadcast.
and Lady Sitwell.
Sitwells. Yes, and the guy's been at this magazine a long time, and from what I can tell, does a really good job. Somebody wrote him, and here's the email. This is an email that was sent to William Sitwell.
All right.
And this is the beginning of the end for his career at that magazine.
So this is a primer on what not to do if you'd like to keep your job.
I'll let you decide.
Okay, all right.
Sent from Selena Nelson to William Sitwell, blah, 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 blah. Hi, William. I hope you are well. I am a freelance food and travel writer for Town and Country, HuffPo, Food Republic, Suitcase Magazine, etc., and wanted to pitch you an idea for a regular feature in Waitrose Food. That's the magazine. I think it's called Waitrose.
All right.
Recently, there's been a huge rise in veganism, with people increasingly interested in its health and environmental benefits, as well as issues surrounding animal welfare. The popularity of the movement is likely to continue to skyrocket, and I think there's a great opportunity for Waitrose Food magazine to introduce a series on vegan cooking, perhaps in a similar style to Guardian Weekend's series of the new vegan.
Nice. Okay.
So in other words, there's already stuff out there.
Yep.
In January, the Veganary.
The what?
In January, the Veganary.
Okay.
Is that the month?
Yeah.
I think it is. Vegans are pushing January.
They have their own language. Yes.
The Veganary incentive is expected to be more popular than ever, and people will be keen to discover plant-based meal ideas. Even for people not looking to change their diet, I think having some more healthy, eco-friendly meals won't go amiss, particularly in the new year. I don't know what that is. Anyways, the future, including recipes as well as commentary, news, maybe with some collaboration with top vegan chefs too. I've already chatted to some who are interested. I have lots of ideas for this, but don't want you to be bombard you. Please let me know your thoughts. I strongly believe this would be a welcome and timely new addition to Waitrose Food.
Very nice. Very nice.
You can take a look at my portfolio here. You don't want to bombard,
right?
You know. Let me know if you have any questions or want to see any future writing samples.
Sincerely.
Many thanks, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Sincerely.
Kind regards, Selena Nelson. Okay, so
many words.
That was my first.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't want to bombard him?
Yes.
Too late.
Let's not demonize groups, but.
Right.
Yes.
Now, remember, William Sitwell is the editor of the food magazine she was writing to. She wrote all of that stuff, about all of the ideas. Remember, he's in England, so he's going to be a little more on the left and stuff, too. He's a food guy. He's going to respect, what she's done and accomplished, another media person. He responded to that lengthy email, very informative, with, "Hi, Selene. Thanks for this. How about a series on killing vegans, one by one?"
Wow.
Ready? Let me try this again. Thanks for this. How about a series on killing vegans, one by one? Ways to trap them? How to interrogate them properly?
Nice.
Expose their hypocrisy?
Nice.
Force feed them meat? Make them eat steak and drink red wine? William Sitwell.
Wow. So that was not looked upon favorably.
No, William was joking. He was having a little fun there.
Yeah, you have a hard time reading tone into emails.
Right.
Problem.
Now, remember, all of the I'm a freelance food writer. There's recently been a rise in vegan, increasing interest in the veganary in the new years. There's already a series over here and all of this stuff or whatever. How about a series on killing vegans one by one? How about to trap them? How to interrogate them properly, expose their hypocrisy, force feed them meat, make them eat steak and drink red wine? William Sitwell.
You know,
Bradley, based on that, would you welcome him to our company?
I believe that. I think he has a home here.
If I had any money to pay him, he would be on staff already. I discovered this story yesterday afternoon, and I was like, I would be calling across the pond. William Sitwell. Hello, there's an opportunity. A communique has come in.
He would, I think he'd fit in quite well.
Mr. Sitwell, a communique just came in from across the pond. Here it is. It says, William Sitwell, stop. Are you looking for employment? Stop.
This could be something.
There's an opportunity across the pond. Stop. If you're thinking of stopping killing vegans, stop.
We may have some information for you.
I would have already hired this guy.
I like him.
Right. I saw the magazine. The pictures are pretty.
That's all it takes.
Just a remedial review of it. It looks good. And the guy is willing to joke about killing vegans. That's who I want to work with. I want my fellow coworkers to be able to joke about killing vegans. If you can't joke about killing vegans.
Right. What's this world come to?
What am I doing this for?
Yeah. I totally
You're telling
agree
me
with
I may get to a point in society where I can't make jokes about murdering vegans?
You know,
it makes you wonder what this has all been for. Right?
One of my ex-wives was a vegan. But I can't see now. I've narrowed it down, so I have to stop.
So
right
you
there.
cannot joke
so
about
I can
killing
no
vegans.
longer, right.
I can joke about it.
Yes. Yeah.
So that is not the end of the story with William Sitwell.
Oh, there's more with the Lord Sitwell.
Because at the time when he hit send on that communique back to Celine, he was still employed. His employment did not last long.
The legal department did not have a sense of humor?
Here's the interesting thing. The legal department wouldn't have seen that.
Uh-oh.
Because this was not a social media post. This was an email.
Right.
She emailed him. He responded.
Right.
How did they find out about it?
I would imagine that the woman applying for
the little vegan snowflake melted the F down because obviously she is passionate about vegans, right?
Yes.
She was all, vegans are special, and that's the reason you need to write about them, and it's the veganary coming up after first of the year. And they're likely going to win this nonsense. So she responded, "Hi, William. Thank you for your interesting response." Think about how her tone has changed, right? I drank some delicious vegan red wine last night.
Well.
So I'm sure a feature on that would appeal. I'm not quite sure what you mean by, quote, exposing their hypocrisy, but I'm certainly interested in exposing why just the mention of veganism seems to make some people hostile. It sounds like you have some opinion on this. I'd love to know more. Thanks, Celine.
So does it give her last name? Because I think as a public service, we should put out there who it was that should not ever be hired because she
Nelson.
is she is.
And she has a website. You can look it up right now. I think it's Celine. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's celinenelson.co.uk. Look it up.
My ex-wife's name was Nelson.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Her first name?
No.
How you doing, Brad? Thanks for the proposal.
I thought that there was something odd about her from the beginning.
Yeah, she's got a man's name. And a penis. Let's see. It's
Celine.
Selene. Is that Celine?
Selene. That's Celine.
What's the extra E? Celine and Celine.
It tells you the last E in the English language tells you that the second E is a long E. Celine Nelson.
Shouldn't it be Selean?
No, that would be Celine. If you wanted Selena, You put an A in the end.
Yeah, but Celine should be Selean. How do you spell lean?
Mm-hmm. Or bean.
L-E, right. Mm-hmm. So G Celine. Anyways, Nelson.co.uk.
She is a fork on the road.
Go. Did you find her website?
I did find her.
.co.uk?
Oh, yes. Celine, Nelson.co.uk.
Oh, pretty pictures.
She has a very nice website. When there she is.
Okay, question.
Yep, she is. Yep. She's
look closely though. She is attractive. She is
attractive.
Look closely at the eyes.
She's vaguely Asian.
She is Asian.
She's vaguely Asian, but she does
look at the eyes, though.
Have the crazy eyes.
The verdict's still out, but that one picture is looking like she may have the crazy eyes.
Yeah, she's a 2016.
So she posted this story on her website, social media accounts. That's when William Sitwell's company got involved and they fired his ass.
Lord and Lady Sitwell.
Right, they fired him. It was trouble. The parent company of the magazine he worked for is John Brown Media, and they posted on social media. John Brown Media has today announced that William Sitwell is stepping down as editor of the Red Cross and Partner Food magazine with immediate effect. Andrew Hirsch, CEO, said, I respect William's decision and have therefore accepted his resignation. I would like to thank him for work over the years. Blah, 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 blah. And he's done. Then William Sitwell responded this way.
Yes.
Firstly, to reiterate my apology to any food and life-loving vegan who was genuinely offended by remarks written by me or as an ill-judged joke in a private email and now widely reported. Number 2, a word about my team at Waitrose and Partners Food. For 2 amazing decades, I've worked with simply the best crew in the business. And more blah-blah-blah along those lines. So he apologized. But notice his apology, even an ill-judged joke. Who ill-judged it? You or them?
Them.
Because, Brad, I wrote it, and I judged it to be funny when I sent it.
It
so
was
I
funny. It was funny.
But it could also mean they ill-judged it.
They did.
Oh, okay.
They did ill-judge
And then he said, and now in a private email and widely reported. You gotta love the Brits for that.
Yes, he's
good for you.
Well-placed snark.
And sticking it to you when you're going, hey, did he stick it to me?
I can't.
I think he stuck it to me,
but I can't tell. And
if he denies it, I can't prove it.
Exactly. He's a smart one.
Right. So the one line. Written by me as an ill-judged joke in a private email, now widely reported.
Private email. By the way, I found her crazy eyes.
She's bat crap.
Yep.
She's done.
Found her crazy eyes over on her Instagram.
So you'd think that would be the end of it. William is now unemployed, looking for gainful employment, but there's more. Because even though he got fired, the public outrage must continue because, see, they didn't get their pound of flesh.
So he needs to be dismembered and dissolved in a vat of acid.
Did I do that with pound of flesh? Because he is
vegan.
And she, right, and that's the discussion,
she wouldn't
and that
be
would
eating
be flesh,
him.
right? So the fact that he got fired is not enough.
No, of course not.
The populace that run the court of public opinion recognize that true punishment cannot be just you get fired. The true punishment comes with having your name besmirched.
Yes. Yeah.
You must be punished. You must be looked upon by the majority of society as a bad person, or their entire system, and by there, I mean the leftists out there, breaks down. So he's done.
Yeah.
He was fired. It's over, except the nutty comments online saying that it's not enough. They have not accepted victory. They have not accepted that he has fallen. I saw countless Instagram and Facebook comments on this stuff. Breezy Ecoland.
Sounds like to be fun at a party.
Went off. Went off, and post after post. Reposted the same one like 6 times.
Right.
Gotta see it, right?
Yep.
I'll share some of those with you now.
Oh, good.
His email was an open death threat to all of us. And I say it that way because it's all bold. His email was an open death threat to all of us. You don't know if you force feed a lifelong vegan child, they can die from it?
If you force feed, so many words.
Okay. If you force feed, what, because their body can't handle the meat? Okay, maybe, I don't know if there's any science behind that, but let's assume they're right.
Okay.
You're going to force feed a lifelong vegan child that their entire life long at 4, they could die from it. Would you consider lifelong at 4?
No.
Okay.
Well, very short. Yeah.
Okay. I finished in hospital for 4 days being pranked by some right-wing idiots for having a bite of small meat pieces on spaghetti because I am lifelong veg. You people make me sick. Shame on you too. So you see what happened?
Wow. Yes, all of their inner hurt comes pouring out.
If their chest was a cannon, they would have shot a cannonball. What is the from Moby Dick?
Yes.
They would have thrust there, right?
Yeah.
That's really what they're doing there. So what they're saying is, recently, people knowing that they are a vegan saw them in a hospital eating spaghetti and meatballs. We're like, hey, vegan, what up with them meatballs? Are they soy? I thought, see, they don't want to be called hypocrites. And he called them, he's right about that. They're arrogant and quite often hypocrites.
Yes. And they want to tell you.
And that's okay, vegans. I'm not even saying that like it makes you unemployable, bad people, or people I don't want to be around. In fact, vegans, I'm going to say this. If you're fun, I will absolutely love to be around you and your veganosity. Because if you're fun, I'll get to crack wise about it.
Yeah, and we'll never slip the meat to you.
Right, exactly. And I'll get to say that, and you'll go, you, because you know I don't eat meat.
Right, see? I would never slip the meat
Wouldn't
to
that
you.
be fun?
It would be fun.
And you're like, hey, you want a piece of my saw? Oh, you're vegan.
How about my meatball?
Let me explain something else to you, too. You know why I want to be around the vegans? Let's say we're all at dinner.
Yeah.
And something comes with a side of meat.
Oh, yeah.
Vegan ain't eating it.
That's right.
And if they're around, that means I'm going to get extra meat.
Extra for you. Huh. And apparently this woman likes tacos.
Who?
The vegan.
No, she doesn't.
She's a taco lover.
No, she doesn't.
She's a taco lover.
She does not.
She's holding a taco right there.
That's not a real taco.
That's a taco.
No, that's some vegetable thing.
Oh, by the way, there's more crazy eyes.
She is kind of hot, though.
She's very hot.
Crazy.
You use the... and that's where Lord Sitwell got it wrong.
Lord Sitwell!
He should have used a fake name, because that's when you date someone like this, you give them the fake name.
Well, she had commented to him, though. That's the problem. She contacted him, and that's where he ran into trouble.
Yeah.
By the way, we have not heard the end of Breezy Ecoland. Would you like to hear more?
Oh, yes.
It was an open death threat to all of us. Another one. Some of you Brexit crazy right-wing lunatics will start killing us soon. Force-feeding a lifelong vegan child meat and vine will kill him or her.
Yeah.
Breezy Ecoland continued in another post. Great riddance for a dude that promotes massive murder of the most peaceful people on this planet. Replace word vegan with black, and then think about what he said. Force-feeding a lifelong vegan child meat can kill him or her. You ignorant zombies are evil to the bone. Every child is filled with death. I'm sorry, every cell is filled with death.
Vegan is a choice. Black is not.
And is that her?
Yes. She looks good half naked. If she just doesn't talk.
This is why we need some sort of little jingle. Really good one that screams, this is a joke. He was joking.
It's just a joke. Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say, any simple little comments that you hear that would cause you to react this forcefully, that you should go, hold on, hold it. Is it a joke? And then react that forcefully.
Yes.
Because seriously, if you're this, I mean, it's a joke. And if it's not a joke, what's it gonna?
Right.
What are you gonna change here?
Right.
All right, great.
Mary Moon.
Mary Moon.
She don't eat meat,
but she sure likes the bone. She's a vegetarian.
Yes,
Mary Moon.
Yes, she is.
Dead-Eye Dick said it best in the 90s.
Yep. She's got all sorts of pictures on her little Instagram feed of her in all sorts of states of undress.
You know, we had moved beyond the story being about her, and you're still at her website because there's a lot of pictures of her.
Pictures of her half naked.
By the way, Breezy Ecoland was not the only one to comment. be so upset about this. Belinda Whiteheath. How British is that?
Belinda Whiteheath.
Belinda Whiteheath had some comments, some communiques, some thoughts on this.
Ironic, she said white teeth in Britain.
No, Whiteheath.
White teeth. Same thing. White teeth.
Heath. It's not white teeth because they don't know what teeth are.
Not in Britain. No.
She said, and via post, not post as in the mail, not the Queen's Post, the Royal Post.
Yes.
She posted, "Are you aware that a female cow has to be pregnant in order to lactate and produce breast milk?"
Technically, they've got teats, I believe. They're not breasts.
I just wonder, with you having a new baby, cows having their babies ripped away from them so humans can drink the milk instead. They're forcibly impregnated again and again. They cry for their babies, and after their tired bodies are so exhausted and broken, we slaughter them.
And eat them.
Vegans don't give a damn about themselves.
No.
They don't care about your diet.
No.
They only care about the violent, brutal suffering that is inflicted upon the voiceless victims.
They have voices.
I genuinely feel sorry for what has happened, but my hope is that your resignation brought awareness to the animals and something good can come of this. A voice to the voiceless victims.
Yes, a voice. Yes, and they have voices. I've heard them talk on the road as I drive by.
Blind Sniper also commented.
Blind Sniper.
Right. Blind _ sniper with 2 R's.
Okay.
How can you kill an innocent animal just for the effing taste?
Well, it's hard to eat them while they're still alive.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They keep running away.
If you tried chewing on a cow while it's still standing up, the damn things bite.
And why? How can you kill an innocent animal just for the taste, just for the effing taste? Because the taste is really good.
It really is, especially when it's marbled with just the right amount of fat.
A Delmonico. Cowboy ribeye.
Yes.
I'm prone to choose the filet. I mean, more flavor with the cowboy ribeye.
As long as it melts in your mouth.
Well, and a lot of people screw up the ribeye, so it's not as tender. Right. But I like that tender. Oh, the tender rib.
It's so good.
Really, Blind Sniper missed a word. And if he had just included one word, he would have answered his own question. If he included the word great or good.
Yes.
Taste.
Yes.
So how can you kill an animal just for the effing great taste?
Right.
Because it tastes great.
Yes.
Right.
You answered your own question within your question.
Then he said animals suffer their whole lives just for the selfish meat eaters. Many misspelled words, but
yeah.
And then put dairy a-holers and leather buyers, even in the cars, amount to the same cruelty. Even in the cars, amount to the same cruelty. I don't know what I meant there, but
so many extra letters.
You know what I think's going on there, and this explains a lot. From Breezy Ecoland to Belinda Whiteheath and Blind Sniper, as well as Celine Nelson.
Celine Nelson, yeah.
I think I can understand it.
Lack of protein?
Lack of protein is what leads to insanity.
Yeah, I think so. If you don't get the meat in you every now and then.
Actually, it's probably a lack of animal-based protein.
Yes, yeah.
You've got to have a little animal in you.
You got to have some meat.
If you don't get some meat in you, you're likely going to be crazy.
You have to have the meat in you every now and then.
She's a vegan.
Yeah.
Would you crazy or not crazy?
Oh, she's crazy.
Breezy Ecoland. Crazy, not crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Belinda Whiteheath.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Blind Sniper.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the flip side, William Sitwell. Not crazy.
No, he's not crazy.
But funny.
But yes, very funny, especially for a Brit. Very dry sense of humor. What?
Right. This is awesome. So
you would have a very, very welcome, warm, fuzzy home here.
I'm guessing that William Sitwell, at his previous employ,
yes,
actually made money.
I would think so. Yes, I would. Generally, at most jobs, you do make, even if it's a pittance, you make some money at your.
And we're not talking shekels here.
No,
we're talking pounds upon pounds.
Pounds upon pounds and pounds.
He was he ran the magazine. And even in the UK, he's going to do quite well, right?
What if he ran the magazine? Who fired him? Who's above the
parent company? I mean, everyone has bosses unless you own the thing. And then you maybe even have stockholders, Papa John's.
Yeah.
So he probably made good money.
Yes.
All right.
I would say.
I tried, granted, I only tried for a minute or so to find his contact info or to try to reach him via Instagram. We need him.
Did you think about maybe LinkedIn? That's generally where people who are,
I didn't. That's why I said I just did it quickly. Yeah. If anyone else can find William Sitwell,
please
tell him I'm a big fan.
And he'd like to talk to him.
Seriously, he could be cheating on his wife. He could be clubbing baby seals as a part-time sport. He could be doing those things.
And they do taste a little like bald eagle.
Right, just a little bit with the right sauce. That's the key.
Yes.
And he could be tearing the things off of mattresses, the tags off of mattresses.
You really think he's that low?
I'm saying he could be, and I would still be such a damn big fan.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
That's right. I'm not saying I want him or welcome him murdering vegans. I don't.
Well, unless he eats them, because it is senseless to simply kill something just to kill it. And if you're going to kill it and eat it,
you got to eat it. There's a different standard there. I think we all understand that.
Absolutely.
That he needs to work for us. It could be worth it with us.
Yes.
We could do some sort of deal. So maybe you suggest we got Spoonie.com.
Yes, we do.
Right. Imagine having that type
right
of
over that shoulder, right there.
That experience, and by that I mean Snark.
Yes. No, he would fit in absolutely perfectly right here in this building.
All right, get the comments in via the Twitter.
Bearded Larky Farkin. So, is there any truth to the rumor that vegans have purple vaginas?
Few more tests. Maybe you could ask Selena.
We're going to have a research committee set up, and we will need a government grant to further the information and the research that we need to do on this topic. But we will be more than happy to do said research and get back to you with the results.
One of the problems that vegans actually do have is making sure they can get the proper nutrients. We're joking about it, but they often do not actually
it's true.
They have to be very cognizant of that.
Yes.
Yeah, meat has a lot of calories. So a lot of times when people go vegan or just vegetarian and they're eating, they drop some pounds and they're like, look how healthy this is. And on some level it is healthier. But then if you're not getting the proper proteins and other nutrients, which they can get from some plants, you got to be very careful. If that is you and you worry about things like heart health, check out SaveYourHeart.com. SaveYourHeart.com is a company that has committed themselves to helping you prevent future heart disease or to deal with the heart disease that you may already have. They have spotlighted the causes of heart disease and the many different treatments they offer, some of the supplements and that. And all you have to do is go to SaveYourHeart.com. It's SaveYourHeart.com. You can also call 800-77-HEART. 800-77-HEART. It's all available for you right now at SaveYourHeart.com.
It's amazing that its heart is in their phone number even.
They did a really good job seeing the future there.
Yes, it is.
So prevent future heart disease and cure the current heart disease or help treat the heart disease you have at SaveYourHeart.com.
This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. MoJo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Pressing ahead with his midterm campaign blitz, President Trump travels to Columbia, Missouri tonight for another Republican rally. At an event last night in Fort Myers, Florida, the president blasting the mainstream media.
The far-left media has spread terrible lies and stories about the Trump administration and the tens of millions of people who make up our great movement, the greatest political movement in the history of our country. The greatest. The greatest.
And the president optimistic about Republicans' chances on Election Day.
With the midterms fast approaching, the president feels pretty good about the GOP keeping control of Congress.
I know we're doing well in the Senate, and it looks like we're doing okay in the House. We're going to have to see.
The president is in the midst of a 6-day campaigning blitz that has him staging 11 rallies in 8 states. Greg Clugston, the White House.
President Trump says a number of troops deployed to the U.S.-Mexico border could reach 15,000. Mr. Trump says that while he favors legal immigration, the illegal immigrants marching north through Mexico and demanding to be let into the U.S. will not be allowed in. Robert Bowers due in federal court later today. The suspect in the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre will be arraigned on a 44-count indictment. Charges include murder, hate crimes, and obstructing the practice of religion. Prosecutors have said they will seek the death penalty for Bowers. Divers have now recovered the doomed Lion Air jetliner's flight data recorder from the ocean floor. It's a key development in the investigation into what caused the 2-month-old plane to plunge into the Java Sea earlier this week, killing all 189 people on board. Stock futures higher on Wall Street this morning. Dow futures up 162 points. NASDAQ futures better by 31, and S&P futures up 14. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out WeThePeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
Doc Thompson, MoJo 50.
Mr. Clavadackle, are you there?
Yes. Yeah.
I've got some news about your son, Jimmy.
Is he okay?
It's not good. He's been involved in some things, some dangerous activities, Mr. Clavadackle. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
No, he's all right. He's alive, right?
Well,
tell me. Just tell me.
We found some things on him.
You found some
dangerous.
You found some things on him. What?
On his person.
What did he have on him? Drugs?
What? Think dangerous.
What?
Think dangerous. Something that would harm him and lots of people.
Narcotics and porn. What could possibly have been?
He had memes, Mr. Clavadackle.
I'm sorry, he had
little funny pictures with messages.
He had memes.
Things we used to have on like posters, hanging their baby with a cat hanging on a limb. It's far worse, though. I've got something else to share.
There's more?
Yeah,
there's more?
He was sharing those memes.
Oh, we didn't raise him to be this way.
And based on the amount of memes.
Oh, no.
And the disturbing nature.
Oh, no.
You think he might be a meme dealer.
Oh!
Dating today with all the crazies out there has to be nuts.
Yes, it really would. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a place you could go to find people who think like you do?
Like me? Like libertarians and conservatives?
Right?
There is. WeThePeople.dating.
Amazing. What a genius idea. This is a site that you can go to if you're single and you are looking for somebody who you're going to think the same way, as for from a political freedom standpoint. If you want to date the right person for you, you'll find them in one place. WeThePeople.dating.
The mothership has landed.
All right, I'm sorry. Chef Patrick Mosier is joining us now. I'm not apologizing that. I'm apologizing to him that we've replaced him.
That's okay.
With William Sitwell. Sitwell. He'll be joining our broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need him, Patrick. We need him to be part of Spoonie. Hi, Larry. Did you see the story?
So I saw it. I didn't read the entire thing. I saw not the post, but a repost of the post. Right. I didn't realize he got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually resigned, but I mean, we all know he was pushed out.
Yeah.
So
as he should have.
Right, with being so
Dirty.
insensitive. Patrick,
Right.
and this is a question for you because you are around food and food service, and you know a lot of people with different diets. Vegans don't have great sense of humor. Has that been your experience?
Okay, so not really, and I don't know if this is a personality trait or if it's because they're just hungry all the time.
People who eat meat are funny. Is that it?
Well, I think we tend to be happier.
Okay.
If I have any vegan friends and you're listening, I'm sorry, but really, I mean, they wanna complain.
And by the way, if you're vegan and you're getting pissed off at this, it's a joke. You're proving our point again.
Constitutional Drunk brought up a very good point. If cows didn't want to be eaten, they would fight back.
If they didn't want to be eaten, why do they taste so yummy?
Right.
Make yourself less yummy.
It's a simple solution. It's
how many people eat rat? Did you see it on a lot of menus officially? No. Parts of the world.
Nutria, which is a really big rat, but that fell by the wayside as well.
It doesn't taste as good as cow.
Don't the Chinese rat on a stick?
They do some of that, but that's also lack of cow.
Right.
Hey, that's our next fair food.
Rat on a stick.
Why not?
Yeah,
you got to call it something else. So you got to call it like street meat or sewer meat or something like that. Make it urban street meat.
Oh, wow. What do you charge for that?
$20, same as the downtown. With the, I see the problem.
Look, back to the article. I really, I did read his post, his story, or his rebuttal to the vegans'
his
request.
What?
His yes, to the vegans' request to have an article posted. Look, it was a joke. If you can't see that that's a joke, I mean, you would have known that about the man a long time ago. He'd have eaten someone and had the bones in the closet. I mean, really, come on, give me a break.
There's a point there. You're right, because if you didn't get it was a joke, then you believe this man is really advocating murder.
Cannibalism, too.
Right. So you should have called the police and said, go arrest that man. If you didn't believe it was a joke. Now, if you believed it was a joke but just didn't think it was funny or have a place.
That's what it was.
Then you know what? That's on you. If you don't like someone's joke, you don't get to say, don't joke about that. Sorry.
No.
As much as the world is trying to make it that way, you don't get to say and do it. What you do get is to say, I'm not going to be around it or listen to it anymore. What?
Huh?
Right.
They just, by the way, with a name like Sitwell, can he have a rebuttal?
I don't know, but I'm offended by people that get offended.
Right.
No kidding.
All right, so what did you bring us here? Because it looks like we got some stuff.
Well, we have some wonderful soups from Nostalgia Rice. Actually, Doc, until you showed me yesterday, and I've been on their website probably 100 times, I did not know that they make soup.
Oh, yeah, they do. Their soups are, I've had some of them, but not all of them. And it's been a long time because most of the time I make the rice myself. I don't do, the packaged soups or whatever, and they're great. So I thought we'd bring some in. Is Matt Locke in yet?
Got to be.
Send him in, Ron, if you would, because I want him to try some of the soup because he doesn't like the sweet stuff. So I want to show.
He's sick, so tell him to bring his own spoon.
Yeah, bring his own spoon. What?
Two.
Okay, what do we got here?
All
What
right,
is this one?
Here, Brad. This one is actually tomato basil soup with wild rice.
Good.
It's tomato basil soup. Oh, by the way, Tom, Terry, I stole your breakfast bowls.
Am I taking the whole thing? Sorry.
Yeah. So this is tomato basil soup, and what I did is I actually put some blackened chicken in there.
Ooh.
So I blackened that in a cast iron skillet.
Very
threw it in the
diverse.
oven.
I appreciate your diversity.
Well, you know what?
Are these the same bowls?
These two are the same.
Yeah.
Now
give him that one.
Yeah, I thought that was really delicious.
Wow.
That is really good.
So one of the things is basil can be really overpowering. And when you smell the soup at first, it's like, wow, that's a lot of basil. But when you eat the soup, it's delicious.
That's amazing.
It's a perfect balance. And look, I'm not one for packaged soups. That's really, really well done.
The problem with packaged soups are they're not good for you either.
No,
so
usually
even if
they're really
taste
high
good,
in sodium and
which is questionable.
Right.
They're not good for you.
So
the
we've
rice
got-
in that, folks, goes amazing.
So
if you're thinking
that's tomato basil.
grab a spoon and
You're going to need your own spoon.
you're not going
That's
to.
okay.
Doesn't
Cover me
matter.
up. I got a face for radio. So
You only get one scoop though.
well, actually, that bowl you can eat out of that bowl.
You can have that
You
one.
can have the rest
So
of it.
this one is creamy corn and wild rice.
Here's the thing about the rice in that
Chowder.
too. When I first saw, because I haven't had the tomato basil, I thought rice with it. I'm thinking that it would be very, for lack of a better word, ricey. That it's going to lead with that. This tastes more like when you eat like a beef barley type. How the barley is small little pieces.
Good.
Right.
And it doesn't lead with rice.
Yeah, because it has a texture to it that doesn't get turned to mush.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing. When I first tried the MoJo wild rice long ago, that was the thing that struck me. In your head, you're thinking rice.
I
And
would
it's
eat that.
not.
So this one,
I would eat that every day.
this is
Yeah,
this is the
it's
really good.
This one's creamy wild rice and
Oh my
corn
gosh.
chowder.
Oh my gosh, is that good?
Fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Why did I think it was okay to
Actually,
eat
there's more of
after
that
you?
back there. I left it back.
Huh?
There's enough for you and Ron to have a bowl.
Catch all of your nasty germs.
I keep my germs in line. Stop worrying about it.
I'm just gonna dip a cracker
Matt Locke, we hooked you up, buddy, right?
in
Where
the
are
soup.
the bells? No, there they are right there. Thank you.
Okay.
That is really good.
I love corn chowder. love it when it's done. This is amazing. And
It's really good.
Normally, when I've had corn chowder, there hasn't been a lot of rice or anything in it. This is a great application.
You've seen me make other recipes in other studios, and I always I kind of change the seasoning. I'll adjust things. I didn't do a single thing to this. I followed the directions. You take the rice packet out.
It's not difficult, right?
No, you put in 2 cups of water, boil the rice packet. It's just to pre-cook the rice. It's 20 minutes. And then you
20
add
minutes, same as downtown.
Same as downtown. Well, if it takes you 20 minutes, it's costing you double, I'm sure. But so then you add like 3 more cups of lukewarm water or hot tap water, and then you add the powdered soup mix to it. You stir it and you cook it 5 more minutes, and it's done. Both of those are almost exactly the same. as far as
really,
method.
Really good.
It is
Awesome.
good.
And obviously, we were telling you about, just go to MoJoWildRice.com if you wanted. This was not intended to be just a commercial. In fact, this part wasn't intended to be commercial-like at all. Just tell you about a cool product. Over the coming weeks, months, and years, we'll have Patrick cook more and more for us. Some stuff will be, just that he puts together. Some will be us trying products. So if you have products, food service, let us know. I mean, it could be
Jack Snacks. Send us more snacks.
Right, we did Jack Snacks.
No, but I'll get him. I'm going to get him too. That was a hint.
Gotcha.
Right, so we also spotlight business, so it's an opportunity. It's not just because they were a client. Jack Snacks, not a client of ours.
Just
so
a
you can
friend
send
of
us stuff on. Yeah, and if you have snacks, something like that, or food, we'll try it. If you have products like kitchen tools.
Yes, if you have any utensils, we'll be glad to try them on the air.
So we'll do some of that here, and then we'll do more of that over at our food channel at spoonie.com. What else you got
Good
for us
stuff.
today? Any other interesting things going on in the world?
Cinnabon, the most remarkable marketing company of all time.
Because it's... go ahead. I just want to
Not
go
really.
off on-
I
I give them credit, but it's a bit annoying. Go ahead.
It is.
What's annoying? What is annoying about Cinnabon?
Go ahead. I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Well, every time you're in a mall, you go by a food court. It's like the Bugs
Smells
Bunny
fabulous.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny floats in the air while following the scent wafting through the air, and it ends up where. That's exactly what happens at the food court. That's why I don't go to malls, because Cinnabon made me fat.
It smells.
So Cinnabon
good.
went one step further. They made a churro ice cream sandwich that's available at the locations that have the Caravelle ice cream. And they don't fry the churro. They actually bake it. They pipe it out in a spiral.
Yeah,
it looks like this, right? There you go. Okay, so you can get just the churro, baked churro part, right? Or you can get it with frosting between. Their icing, their cream cheese icing.
Yeah, then a little bit of that goes a long way, though.
Yeah, or you can get it with the ice cream in between.
See, the ice cream that would work.
Absolutely.
Now you can top that with a dollop of the creamy frosting.
And their cinnamon sugar on top is really kind of killer too. It's good. So, Doc,
you guys,
where's your rant?
Do you mind if I take my a few
You
things
guys
off
done?
just
You
to
guys
get more
done?
comfortable?
You guys want to hear
Your nipples getting hard?
A little bit.
You ready for no?
Fine. What?
Cinnabon is not good.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes,
they
it
do
is.
not make good cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
Their cinnamon rolls are okay. They are not great.
They are.
No.
Okay.
If you've had home, and again, by comparison to the little Pillsbury Doughboy one take out of the, all right, they're
Those
fine.
are good too.
Can you do that again?
That's fine.
Wow.
It's not like you're eating, a rat turd rolled in sawdust or something.
By the way, that's Don Lemon's safe word.
I thought we were rat turd.
Yeah.
But it is not great. Have you ever had homemade cinnamon rolls?
I have.
Yes.
It is night and day. It is like eating the difference between eating chewy air and having a hot tamale. I mean, that's
Hold on, let me get that comparison in my head. Chewy air versus hot tamale. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got a different image. There are two famous chefs in California that are called the two hot tamales, two ladies, and that was. I'm sorry.
No, so no, it's just so it's fine, and God bless them for marketing all over. But when I see it, I'm like,
it is marketing.
That's
what I said.
I'm mainly more annoyed at the people who are like Cinnabon, and I'm like, okay, it's all right. It's not that great. Stop making the
They're
world
good.
think they're great. They're
good.
okay.
But homemade are definitely better.
Off the charts.
And Cinnabon tends to be undercooked on the bottom and in the middle.
Yeah, no, the undercooked is perfection. That's the one's
Yeah,
that
but
chewy.
undercooked is okay, but raw is not good.
No, and I know what you're going to say. I know you're going to say,
doughy.
well, but I'm not making them at home. Great, fine. Make pizza at home versus pizza out.
Okay. I'm not going to do that either.
No. The point is, most pizza you make at home, most people who make pizza at home, is not going to be nearly as good as pizza you get at a good place out and about.
Oh, I tell you, give me a bobbly crust and some. I could make.
First of all, it's Boboli, and no, Boboli is not great pizza.
It's the way I do it. It is.
Oh my gosh! See, this is the problem here. This is the reason. Okay, let's just move on.
Next,
Boboli.
The New York Post.
How do you spell Bob? How do you spell Bob?
Is this a trick question?
Nope. B-O-B, right?
Okay, yes.
Add an O-L-I, it's bobbly.
All right. Everyone knows it's pronounced Bobobly.
It's bobbly.
So in New York City, they caught a man drinking soup directly out of the ladle at the salad bar.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Dana laughed.
It's got over a million views on Reddit, and it finally made it to Twitter.
Yep.
But
I think actually
that's a pretty.
Chris, my buddy Chris Cruz tweeted it out. Yeah. So I think I saw it.
That's a pretty bold move right there. I mean, and it's
not just bold, but he goes. He just and he's like.
Well, he doesn't even look around. He just like.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this.
He's hungry.
Well, so and they caught it at the full thing. Like they watched the whole process occur. I'm not sure if they were. He might have been grazing his way down the salad bar prior to that.
Well, you got to figure out which one you want before you get it.
You can't just dip into one of the pots.
Is this lettuce fresh enough? Oh, that's a good-looking tomato. Are they sweet?
Yes.
But then you got to wash it down with something, like soup.
You end up wasting a bowl of soup. You put it in there, you try it, you don't like it.
Right.
This way, he knows what he likes.
Yeah. They do have these little things called tasting cups at those salad bars.
Say what?
Yeah, they have little tasting cups.
Yeah, you dip it right into the.
It has a handle.
It's called a ladle.
Yeah.
What?
That's what they put the handles on the ladles
Yeah,
for.
I had to watch 3 or 4 times to see if he actually drinks out of the ladle, and he does.
And then he puts the ladle back in.
He puts it right back in.
So, do we know the scenario?
No, he's unidentified. It doesn't really say
he
much
will
more.
be.
Yeah. Oh,
guess what?
It's been a
4chan's
while.
on it.
Yeah. And honestly,
I mean, that's pretty ballsy.
Okay, Steve.
His name is William Sitwell.
Steve died last week. Really, what he died? He ate after somebody else in a spoon. He caught. Who has ever died from eating after somebody else?
I don't know, but don't use spoon. That's going to tarnish our ladle.
A fork.
Fork. There we go.
I can't figure out if I like the tomato basil better or the corn chowder.
I try mixed.
They're both very
try mixed.
Tomato, corn, basil
get
chowder.
Get a half a spoonful of each in your.
He's messing with me, isn't he?
No, try it. I'm serious. Try it.
By the way, Bob blah blah.
Love the Bob blah blah.
He said Don Lemon gets the meat in him all the time, and he's still crazy.
Yes, Don Lemon, to my knowledge, is not a vegetarian or vegan.
No,
I don't think he is.
No.
And he's still crazy.
Yes,
so that proves it right there.
Yes, I will be stealing that later, by the way.
And he's crazy. What else you got for us?
All right, real quick. What state were you born in, Brad?
Nevada.
What's your favorite candy?
Chocolate. Is that a candy?
Yeah, it's a candy. It's a candy. Close enough.
Caramel M&Ms.
All right, well, so, oh my God, this can't be true. All right, the next one makes sense, though. So, state by state, they looked at how many tons of candy are eaten during Halloween, the week of
Brad's
Halloween.
going to throw that off.
Yeah. So, Nevada candy corn, number 1. 339,000 tons. Hershey's Kisses were number 2.
Wait a minute, in Nevada?
In Nevada.
I got it. No, that's going to, I know
and
what it is.
by the way, it's Nevada.
No, it's Nevada.
It's Nevada. It's Nevada.
Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one.
It's actually Nevada.
It's Nevada, cowpoke.
No, this one I know. Nevada. Trust me on that one. Now, not to be confused with the town near Columbus, Ohio, which is Nevada. No,
or Nevada.
David. Anyway,
in California.
No, I know why candy corn is number 1 there.
Why?
Because the people don't have any money. They lost to gambling.
That's probably true. And
they're giving it away free.
And the hotels give it away free, I'm sure. I'm sure that they have bowls and bags.
There's not enough people that like candy corn to make it number 1 on any pro candy list.
If you pair it with peanuts, it's very good.
It was good, actually. That was the first time I tried it the other day.
Very, very good.
So, New York.
I mean, you cannot say if you pair something with it.
Yep. You pair a fine wine with something.
But you also drink it by itself. Nobody says, you know what, that Mad Dog isn't that great, but I had it with the steak. It was sensational.
Hey, it kept my dad alive until he was 89.
Hey, man.
Just saying.
I can tell you, it works well at communion.
Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because nobody really wants to dip in for seconds, do they?
All right.
No, I'm serious. I've been on church council. We serve.
A lot of them do.
It's inexpensive.
Yeah. Now it's box wine. It's cheaper.
Wow.
So what other states are we looking
Ohio. What's your favorite?
at? I don't know if I have
Kits?
No, those are horrible. Probably like a Twix, maybe something.
Say Werther's
crunchy
original.
candy.
Werther's.
M&M's.
Say Werther's.
No, that's a fail.
Werther's.
You know,
Number 2, Blow Pops. Number
No.
3, Stardust. And this is what's giving out.
Wait. What was the order again?
What was number 1?
M&M's.
And then
Blow Pops. Starburst.
okay.
M&M's.
Hey, those kind of go together.
M&M's.
Okay, if you get into all of the other M&Ms, that's fine. Then I'll buy it. But regular M&Ms are a bit of a
Okay, I'm
failure.
disappointed by New York. I really am. Look, it's
That's where
Sour
you're
Patch
boned.
Kids.
Those are all right.
Yeah, but
For things that are
to
not
be the number
chocolate
1
and
that you
crunchy
give
and-
away, how eccentric can that be? That Sour Patch Kids are the number 1 you give away? I mean,
So
candy corn and then hot tamales, which hot tamales are one of my favorites.
All right,
they'll pull your teeth out.
No, that's Jolly Ranchers when you try to chew them up.
Hey yo, I'm a cowboy.
Hey. No idea what
He's
you're
a
talking
Jolly
about.
Rancher. Hey, y'all, I'm a cowboy. So,
long way to go.
What was the number one again?
Sour Patch Kids.
All right, so Sour Patch Kids, years ago, I remember when they come out. I go to the movies, I'm like, what is this? I like some sour candy, I'll try this. So I'm in the darkened movie theater, and I'm like, wow, these things are sour. Whoa. And I'm like, man, these things are sour. And I'm like, they're good, but they're just too sour. So I need to balance it by getting some more of the sugar on it that's at the bottom of the bag.
Yeah.
Except that's not sugar, that's the sour part.
Like sour crystals?
Yes.
Yeah. See, yeah.
So I smashed more of those crystals. I'm going, these things are so sour. I just need more of the sweet part.
Sugar
California,
is good.
any guesses?
Something fruity.
Skittles.
Maybe nutty.
There you
Skittles.
go. Skittles, those are fruity.
Taste the rainbow. There it is. That makes sense. I think they voted on that just because.
It's Skittles, M&Ms. Actually, this is how many tons of candy they sell. Skittles, M&Ms, and assorted saltwater taffy. Look, I can appreciate the saltwater taffy thing. That's good stuff. Don't pull your teeth out, though.
I've never understood that, by the way. Do they really make taffy with salt water?
No.
So why is it called saltwater taffy?
idea.
I didn't realize until just this moment how many double entendres you can make with candy, specifically homosexual references or things that I'd like to introduce you to saltwater taffy. Hey, y'all.
That's the same thing you did for
You can just call
Jolly
me.
Rancher.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Either some sort of sexual act or a homosexual or act.
Are any of them
Give me
funny?
some of the other things. Cool. Candy corn. It's my stripper name.
Candy corn.
Skittles.
Arizona.
I think that's something you do, but make sure to put your pinky out so it's still classy.
Arizona. I told you I never had a Jolly Rancher till I was in Arizona. I moved to Arizona as a child.
How old were you? When did you have a Jolly
Not old
Rancher?
enough to know better. So Jolly Rancher's number one there. Number two
in Arizona.
Number two is hot tamales. Number three,
Hey, y'all.
Wait, no, I'm wrong. That was Arkansas.
What was the third one?
No, Butterfinger. But that's Arkansas. Arizona's actually Snickers, hot tamales, Hershey's Kisses.
Butterfinger deserves like 3 bells, 4 different ways you can dice that up. That's...
Okay, on other news here, children.
No, wait, the candy here a second.
This is National Men Cook Dinner Day.
Hold on a second, hold on. Go down a list of some of the other candies. Just hit me. Ones we haven't mentioned yet.
Okay, doesn't matter the state. We have Tootsie Pop.
Hey, y'all.
Swedish Fish.
Hey, y'all.
Kit Kat.
Hey, y'all.
Reese's Cups.
That's more of a... or a... Hey, y'all.
Lemonheads.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're all kind of the same candies in here. All kind of the same candy. Well, Milky Way.
All right, we should just move on
yes,
now.
Thank you.
You never want to
Thank
combine the lemon heads with those ice cubes. The ice cube chocolates.
Let's move on.
Thank you.
That's a good idea.
So for all of those you wondering out there what national day it is today, it is National Men Cook Dinner Day, along with National Fried Clams Day.
Okay.
So I put out a recipe out there.
So men should cook fried clams today.
Put on just an apron tonight and go ahead and make a...
I don't cook, so I'll just be eating fried clams.
Buttermilk fried clam roll.
What is that?
Fried clam roll.
Don't let Brad tell you.
What is... I don't even...
It's actually like a hoagie roll with clams that are in buttermilk that you bread and then fry.
The problem with that, clams are really chewy. So if you just keep them really small, then is that what it is, or you cut them up?
You actually buy clam strips.
Because if you're putting that on a sandwich and I bite into it and I got this big bite of clam,
You ever had fried clam? Clam strips?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's got to be the strips though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't do.
Well, you could do fried clams. You just can't overcook them.
Even so, they're still pretty chewy, aren't they?
Only if you overcook them, maybe. So the chewy part is the muscle around the outside that attaches to the shell. And in other news today,
Sorry,
it's soup for breakfast.
I just think funny
it's
things.
soup for breakfast. You can't eat bacon.
Hey, y'all, I got fried
every meal.
clams.
Hey, I like the new sign on the wall,
All right,
Brad.
listen. Now listen to me. Been reading some things in some magazines I want to try, okay?
I'm going to need a nun's habit and a ruler in here so I can keep the law going, keep the rule of law.
You remember last Tuesday we tried the shocker?
That's right. And it wasn't
That's
just
right.
rude.
That's right. Tomorrow we're going to try Skittles. Got some Smarties. Try that as well.
Yeah, those are hard to manipulate, those
And
little
then
Smarties.
Starburst.
They get too sticky.
That's right.
They get too sticky.
It's kind of a burst. You'll love it. Been reading all up on it.
Well, I don't know if you caught my show on Spoonie yesterday, but all that leftover candy. Did you hear about Flavor and Vodkas with them?
Hey, you just throw it in there?
Yeah. So you take the
the Jolly Ranchers, because I've heard of those.
Hey, y'all.
Actually, that's one that I talked about
Hey,
yesterday.
y'all got
Cinnamon
some
vodka.
I'll flavor your vodka.
So what do? You take a mouthful of candy and then shoot some vodka?
Well, that's the easier way to do it.
Okay,
You have to wait.
drop the little flavors in the glass, right?
No. So you actually take you take Jolly Ranchers or Starburst. You can use other candy, but you put them in the bottle. You pour a little bit out and shake it up really good. You do that 4 or 5 times, and then you strain it, and then you let it you chill it in the refrigerator, and you let it you serve it as needed. But with Jolly Ranchers, you have to break them up first.
That's how you end up with a purple vagina.
I think so. That's one of the ways. Definitely. Now, you're talking
I'm
about
hoping that's a drink.
You're talking about the classy way to do that. In the trailer park, you just chunk one of those and then strain it in your mouth through the vodka through the Jolly Rancher. Yeah, you just chunk that.
Why
That's
not?
it.
You don't dirty an extra glass that
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
Hello. I mean,
It comes in a glass.
Why do you
well,
put a
unless it's the
nipple
good
on the
stuff,
bottle?
it
And that's
comes
all
in a
you do?
plastic bottle.
Have
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. You finally made your way down to the end of the bar to get to me for the drink. Are you ready to take my order?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm looking for, and I don't know if you have this or not. I heard on the radio that it's a great drink if you use a gay cowboy. So do you have any gay cowboys that you could make a drink? You're supposed to just mix it with vodka. You strain the vodka through some sort of gay cowboy. Or,
It's a gay caballero.
is it a caballero?
It's a
That sounds very
caballero.
ethnic to me. I don't know. So
Disclaimer. I'm disassociating
I'm
myself
just
from
saying,
this conversation.
if somebody misremembers,
Jolly
things
Rancher.
for the
Right, instead of
broadcast.
Jolly Rancher, I get it.
You just
Yes,
strain
I
it
get
through a cowboy.
Oh, Jolly Rancher, that's it. Hey,
I
y'all.
get it.
Hey,
Okay.
y'all.
So, Chef Patrick will be joining you on Spoonie.com this afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Right after Doc. And I'll be hosting for Doc tomorrow as well as he travels home.
That's right,
On
exactly.
Spoon-E.
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 That's spoon with a Y, not spoon with an E. Gotcha.
Spoon with an E.
High capacity, fully automatic, large caliber, freedom. MoJo 50.
Have you done it? You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror?
I'm one of those people you don't want to see naked.
Yeah, most of us. But I mean, you look and you're going, what the?
I know.
How did I get to whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Hey there, it's Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs to tell you about a different way to shed those pounds. This is brand new tech. It's only been around for a couple of years or so. It was based on research from the University of California that said there's a molecule called OEA that's found naturally in your body. It produces it in the Mediterranean diet, that when taken in concentrated amounts, it will actually make you feel fuller and boost your metabolism.
I've lost about 10 pounds so far.
It's
using
amazing.
It
Now,
really is cool.
a company said, we can take this to market and make this great product that'll help you. It's called RiduZone, RIDUZone.com, RIDUZone.com. It's Brad's worked. It's worked for Brad's, worked for me, countless other people. Go to RiduZone.com and try today. You're going to love it. RiduZone.com. Remember that, RIDUZone.com.
Hey, it's Doc Thompson. Got the new show on MoJo 50 coming up. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And as a regular feature, my good friend, my life partner, Chef Patrick Mosier. I mean that in a food sort of way.
I would hope so.
Yeah. You'll be joining us on the broadcast as well?
Absolutely. Every day that you ask me to.
Talking food and business and prostitutes, right? Because you're the food biz pro, and that's what the pro's for.
It's all about cocaine and hookers.
It's all about cocaine and hookers until somebody gets arrested. And then it's about the legal system. And, well, you get the point. We'll be talking talking food and food trends and business. And of course, we'll be spotlighting business as I always have on my broadcast. But Chef Patrick MoJo will join us, and he has his own platform starting soon on Spoonie Radio.
Spoonie Radio, 24-hour food talk radio.
Can you really talk about food for 24 hours a day?
I could, but even I don't want to listen to myself talk about food for 24 hours. So we will have
somebody will.
Someone will be on the air 24 hours a day talking food, fun, travel, culture, and more than anything, food.
Died. I'm guessing people have probably learned some things on social media. So let's get to it. Children. You're all children. I say that after that last segment. Do you like my indignance now? How dare you? Lowbrow humor. Gutter talk.
That's right.
Sewer shoot. Toilet mouth.
Sewer shoot?
Toilet tongue.
What's a sewer shoot?
$20, same as downtown. That's an old bit. There's an old National Lampoon album that Bill Murray is on, and you can probably find it online.
What's an album?
Recording. And I had listened to this growing up with my buddies, and we would quote the lines over and over, and it just became part of our lexicon, right? One day, I casually throw one of these out there, not expecting anyone to know what it was, in conversation. My friend at Stuntbrain on Twitter picked it up and did the whole monologue. And I was like, oh my God, you know that? He goes, yes, I know that. And it just became one of those moments. And one of the skits is Bill Murray goes into a confessional. It's Bill Murray playing a character, but you can it's Bill Murray's voice. Yeah. And you hear the door shut, and he goes, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And he goes, what is it, my son? What is it? And he goes, well, I did this, I did that. And he goes, and he used some slang terms for coitus and catches himself in mid-word and goes, I'm sorry. And he goes, don't worry, my son. I've heard much, much worse. And he goes, you ever hear? And busts out something graphic. And he goes, are you kidding me? I hear that from second graders. Bill's like, what about this? And then just starts rattling off this monologue of dirty terms. And then finally the priest's like, yeah, I've heard that. How about this? And they start going back and forth. And then finally at the end, he's like, all of a sudden the priest gets offended. That's disgusting. Like he finally found one.
Right.
And he goes, you kiss your mother with that mouth? Garbage mouth. And he goes, garbage mouth, sewer shoot, toilet tongue. Starts rattling off.
That was back when you could actually make fun of things like that.
Right, exactly.
You can't do that anymore. Sewer shoot.
There's another one. I got to play this on the air. I'm gonna find this, play it on the air. But save it, I'm going to tell you about it. It's funny.
All right.
Play it tomorrow.
Stinky tweeted, rat on a stick, isn't the tail a built-in handle?
It is. That's what's nice. Yep.
If you fry it up right, because if you over fry it though, the tail tends to snap.
Well, it is, but it's more like pizza crust, I would say, because it's a built-in handle that you also eat. Because the tail is yummy.
Well, and if you save the very end of the tail, it's great for picking your teeth.
Well, and I like to save up the tails all to the end. It's like pizza crust. You know, you save them all up. And sometimes you get a little bit of extra flavor on it.
Right.
But it's right there by itself.
Just the tip. 1023rd, 1024th, Coopersville Jackhole. If the Almighty didn't want us to eat animals, he would not have made them out of meat.
Well, that sounds like a pretty Christian thing to say.
I cannot argue with that logic whatsoever.
Godness and stuff like that. If you're going to use like your faith in the Bible and truth and what's right, it's your arguments. I mean, please.
What a hater.
You know.
Let's see. If you don't want the Taco Bell, you might not like the alternative. I don't know what that means, but 100% pickled squirrel, I'm sure, has an explanation and will be called in after school. Free-range prisoner learned with the last name of Sitwell, I think he's missing the train. He needs to come up with his own natural laxative. That is and Sitwell, every time you'd say his name, I would think Sitwell. There's got to be, that's a brand name. I mean, it's like
well, and it's throwing
the hemorrhoid pillows.
How you doing? I'm Doc Thompson for Sitwell Pillows. If you've recently found yourself in an uncomfortable situation,
prolapsed anus.
I wasn't going to get that graphic, but okay.
I mean, that's a serious thing. You cannot sit if you have one. You'd need a sit-well pillow.
Well, I think you can sit. I think you prefer not to.
Well,
but
yeah,
with the searing
the
pain.
trouble is every time you sit, you hear, ow!
Well, and in that situation, folks, you will not be sitting well.
No, you
Hence
won't.
the sit well donut pillow.
Thank you. Do you know how much money that right there is worth?
You ever had the donut pillow?
Consultation.
You ever had to use a donut pillow?
Oh, for its intended purpose? No.
Yes.
No. There's so many.
That one kept giving, folks. That one got me, and it reached up and got me again. I was like, Sweet Brown. Got me right there. All right, let's, you got any more in there you want to?
Tower of Babel Jackhole over on MeWe is fried clams, the new crabs.
If you cook them right, but it's all about the breading and cook them slow and don't overcook them or they become too chewy. I think we realized that.
Yep.
Brad Staggs, what do you know about Patriot Mobile?
I know that it is a way for me to be lazy and still do something good for the country.
How so?
It's a passive thing I can do. I'm going to have cell service. So if I sign up for a Patriot Mobile account,
right,
I'm signing up with a company that is actually sharing my values, my principles, and is not donating to those left-wing crazies.
That is true, but and anybody that would be interested in signing up at patriotmobile.com/doc rightfully would ask the question, yeah, it's great to do something nice, but I gotta get a good service for my money, you know?
Yeah.
Good product,
yes.
good service.
Yes. And they have fabulous service, and you can get incredible phones for a fraction of the cost that you would pay elsewhere. Are they? I mean, you get the good deals on maybe last year's models, but here's my theory: never buy the first model of anything. They haven't worked the bugs out yet.
Honestly, when it comes to phones, I would say that every darn time. How many times they come out and they're like, oh, we got to do the big upgrades and all that stuff. If it's the new the new iPhone 23 is out. I'm just saying 6 months. It's 6 months. They've had so many issues
Let
there.
them work it out.
They still have great deals on the newer models as well. Just the best deals are going to be on the model that's down one or whatever. Still work fabulous. They're not slow. It's just they don't have all the bells and whistles that, the upgrade does. If you want a great deal, you want to do something nice for the country, something that stands up for your beliefs and values and supports this broadcast, please sign up for a Patriot Mobile account today. You can do it while driving to work. It's 800-A-PATRIOT. It'll probably only take you 10 minutes or so. You can do it during your commute, and you will know as soon as you get to work today that you've already accomplished something very significant.
And that's like I said, it's the lazy man's way of doing it. We're all busy working.
Well, because
we could take time off from work and go, protest and join the marches.
That's not us.
No,
we got stuff to do.
Yes,
but I mean, you get to work. How many times you leave work and you're like, "Damn it, I just didn't get anything done today. I end up in those meetings all day and I didn't accomplish." And it's that sense of, lack of accomplishment that. And some days you're like, "I got a lot done. I feel good." You'll feel good because you already got this done. You'll end up going to your spouse later and go, "Hey, I switched the phones over. I've been meaning to do it." So we're saving money and we're doing something good. The election is next Tuesday.
5 days away.
Remember, Patriot Mobile was started because of, and I can't remember. I got to remember. There's the name of the company that they got the idea and had to stand against. Anyways, they have an action committee.
Yeah.
It's
shoot.
Anyway, so this company starts up and they looked at it. The people at Patriot Mobile before they existed said, "Wait a minute." They funneled money into campaigns and they looked at certain races and said they influence Credo Mobile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Credo Mobile. They funneled money into certain campaigns. It was 2010 or 12, I think. And they said they influence those races.
Yes, which is what you can do with money.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So they said, "Oh, hell no." That's actually how they said it. "Oh, hell no.
Hell no."
And they said, "We'll start a Patriot Mobile. We'll do the same thing to just at least balance things, right? It offsets them. Well, if we do a little more, we're going to do more than offset it. We're going to be a force, and that's the world we have to live in." So you've got the election coming up on Tuesday. You want to help. You want to influence it. This is something, 10 minutes of your time. You will every single month be doing something amazing.
Yeah.
You will not be giving your money to progressive causes, and you will be giving your money to conservative causes.
Yeah.
So think about that. You are going to stop giving the money over here. So if you just stop that would be a gain.
Yeah.
If you just said, "I'm getting rid of all cell service because now I'm not giving my money to those crazy people," that would be a benefit for the cause.
Yes, but you're not.
Now, because you need cell service, you take that money and you give it to the good cause. That is a huge net gain for us.
Like I say, it's the lazy man's way of doing it. And I'm lazy.
Yeah, so sign up today. It's patriotmobile.com/doc, patriotmobile.com/doc, or 800-A-PATRIOT. You will be so happy you did. It only takes a few minutes. Amazing customer service and great deals on phones. What?
By the way, Carlene Hayes over on Facebook obviously shares your love of the Communist Party. She says, you're right about Cinnabon, and I really love cinnamon rolls. The cinnamon is too hot. I would rather eat the Pillsbury ones. You two can go sit on your little stupid island together and enjoy.
I think I would rather have the Pillsbury ones as well, depending on what they are. The small Pillsbury ones aren't as flavorful. They don't have enough cinnamon, and I can control the icing distribution, so it's not too icing-y. That makes sense. The failure with those are the icing they use in the Pillsbury ones is pretty much just, what is it, powdered sugar and water, I think is how you make that. That's the simple version.
And all you really need is the powdered sugar.
Well, I mean, there may be something to it. But
why
anyways,
water it down?
When you add that stuff to the hot cinnamon rolls, because they're so good when they're coming out, right? You put it on there.
Yeah.
What happens to the icing?
It just oozes and drips and melts over the side.
Over the side, but off of the biscuit.
Some of it, yes.
So how do you got to find a way to get that pool on there a little bit better? I'm just saying it's a logistical problem.
No, it's not. It's simple. You put a waffle underneath the cinnamon roll. You park the cinnamon roll on top of a waffle, then you put the frosting on top of that. So as the frosting oozes off of the cinnamon roll, it is caught in the holes of the waffle.
You spent a lot of time on this, haven't you?
You need advice on food?
You may be overthinking it though.
Are you saying that the waffle wouldn't work?
No, it would. I'm just saying you don't have to go that far.
What's the other alternative?
You squirt a little bit of that in your mouth and take a bite of the biscuit. Just a little, right?
Yes, that's not a bad idea.
That's the trailer park version of it.
Yeah, but then you don't get a waffle out of the deal.
Oh, that's true too.
See?
So, anyways, I'm just saying, listen, there's a lot better, and the crazy, Cinnabon, and then the fact that they've partnered with all these other things, and people are like, they've taken it like it's the Cinnamon Authority. It's not. Stop it.
It's in their name. Who else has cinnamon in their name?
Yeah, Bon is in their name too.
So
I'm just saying.
It's really
I'm also
good.
really annoyed by them too, because all they do is cinnamon rolls. I mean, they do some other little fringe things, but
right. If you're going to do something, do one thing, do it really, really well.
And that's fine, but it should not be sustainable, and I don't think it is.
You see them in every mall. They're not going at it. When was the last time you saw Cinnabon going out of business, having an out of business sale?
No, I think it's because they've done all those extra deals where they've marketed their name to like it's Quaker Instant Oats Cinnabon flavor. So it's cinnamon flavor. That's all. No, it's Cinnabon. So do you cut up their Cinnabons into it? No, we use cinnamon. So it's just cinnamon and it's just marketing. Got it. So I understand the marketing. That's fine. But I think without those deals, the Cinnabon franchise would have slowly died. I just don't think it's sustainable. I don't think they're getting the business. Do you know how much mall space is?
Which is why they made those deals. So their business model does work.
No, it doesn't. They had to make those deals. It's all a scam. They're not even good.
It's all part of the deal.
Stop it. They're horrible.
I just want to roll around on a bed of cinnamon rolls.
Bernie Sanders. Remember he did his, I was on my 9-state tour.
Yep.
I'm saying this for you people in the back. I'm on a 9-state tour. Senator Sanders, we have a public address system. It's a micro. I don't care.
I don't need it.
I'm going to talk like this. He said we need bold victories and new leadership. Talking about the upcoming midterm election. Now,
New leadership.
That's
ironic.
Funny, they didn't say that when we had old leadership when it was their party in power.
Yeah.
Do you remember in 2008 when Obama got elected, then he took office in 2009, before the 2010 midterm election, so 2 years, January 2009 through January 2011, the Democrats had the majority in the House.
Yep, sure did.
And the Senate. Their guy was in the White House.
Yep, had everything.
Okay, just keep that in mind here.
And I can tell you there are candidates and supporters working hour after hour to make sure that we end one-party control of the United States government.
Thank you.
I have to agree. I don't
That's
think
right.
any one party should be in control of the government.
No?
No party should be in control.
Not one?
A party maybe, but not a party.
Not a party,
I mean,
huh.
you go down a bad path.
It's funny. I don't remember him saying that in 2009 or 10, leading down to the midterm elections in 2010. I don't remember. Now, Senator Sanders, if I am misinformed and you had this same idea back then, I offer your rebut. I will make a full corrective statement. I will even prepare a statement and then read from said prepared statement in official form. I will say I was wrong. Present me with the evidence that you said that when it was your party that had complete control. Because without that information, and I hate to throw this around loosely, you're a hypocrite.
Yes. I think every politician is required to dip into the hypocrite pot before they
take a little bit there or whatever.
They are working to make certain that the agenda of the most racist, sexist, homophobic, bigoted president in history will go nowhere because Democrats will control the House and the Senate.
Yeah, the president also has a bad side, too.
He's a mean drunk.
Yes, he's a mean drunk.
So, yes, President Trump is the most racist, sexist, homophobic, and bigoted president in history.
He doesn't like anybody.
You know who I heard that about? George W. Bush.
Yep. That's true.
So, as of now, for Bernie Sanders, Trump is the most racist. Is that until the next Republican?
Yeah.
Like, now is the most important election of our lifetime because we've got to get rid of the most sexist, homophobic, bigoted president in history.
And the amazing thing is people lap this stuff up. They sit there, they listen to him, and Bernie. They eat it up.
Let's take those one by one. The people on the left love to remind us when we talk about and get a little teary-eyed, have a little place in our heart for the history of America.
Right.
And we say, shot heard round the world. We talk about the revolution, the Boston Tea Party. We get choked up. We say, that George Washington, that had to be divine intervention. And then everybody else that came together at the same time. To make sure, all of them adding their own thoughts and ideas to say, wait a minute, we can't do it that way. We have to remember this. And what do they come out? This amazing structure of government, protecting personal freedom and supporting capitalism. They like to remind us, they all own slaves.
Yeah, right.
Yet those slave owners that they say we have to take, some of them have suggested we have to take down the statues of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, take their name off of schools, get rid of the Washington Monument and the Jefferson Memorial, get rid of all of those because they were slave owners, have just said that Trump is more racist than them.
Wow.
Than they.
When you put it that way, how many slaves does the president own? When was last
Trump?
count? Yeah.
Well, I mean, all the people working for his various companies, aren't they all slaves?
Right. Oh, yeah. When you
I
get
mean,
right down to
he
it,
doesn't
yeah.
pay him enough money.
No. That's why it's just so.
So Trump is more racist than people who own slaves. Now, you may make the argument it's a different time. They weren't really racist, whatever. It's all right. What about modern times?
Yeah.
They said Reagan was racist. Trump is more racist than Reagan, who you used to trash. So does that mean today you will, because Reagan cut funding to a lot of progressive inner city causes and stuff.
Right.
And Reagan, other Republicans have fought against things like affirmative action, and they say that's racist. So you're saying Trump is more racist than the previous people you used to say they're the most racist. Great. Does that mean coming today, Bernie Sanders will issue his formal apology for ever claiming Reagan, George W. Bush, any of those guys were racist? Is that coming? Will there at least be an asterisk, a clarification, Brad, where he'll say, yes, Reagan was one of the most racist. He used to be the most racist president. But now we have Trump, and I've got to make a clarification. All past speeches that I've made that you may find online, that I talked about Reagan and different racist Republicans, I have to add the addendum, the update with the asterisk, that Trump is more racist. No, they're not going to do that.
No.
They want that on the statues, but they're not going to do it here. Why? Because what Bernie just said is crap. He knows it's crap, and the only reason he's spewing this crap is for his own selfish power grab. Bernie Sanders is a control freak and an egotist. So let's take the other ones, Brad. Sexist.
Yeah.
Trump is more sexist
than anybody in the history of history.
Than John F. Kennedy. Then Grover Cleveland, who had an affair, child out of wedlock. Then anybody prior to the 19th Amendment. In the 1800s, remember, Alyssa Milano cookies and the other leftists out there every day tell us how Alyssa Milano cookies just had a thing out there. You realize that women have only had the right to vote for less than 100 years? Yeah, the anniversary is next year. Less than 100, so 99. Still, it's only half of our history. Okay, great. What's your point? Well, it just shows that we didn't even give women the right to vote. Do you realize how sexist this country was? So you mean to tell me that the presidents prior to the 19th Amendment in the 1800s, they were not as sexist as Donald J. Trump?
They didn't have to be because the little ladies stayed at home and did their job.
Homophobic?
Without being told.
I don't even know if you can judge that because homos didn't exist before the 70s, right?
Right, exactly.
Back then, they were just fancy.
Yes, eccentric.
Seriously, they really were.
You're right. They what they call, what was the word they used to describe Liberace? He was flamboyant. They were flamboyant.
Sparkly.
Yes. Boy, he certainly is flamboyant, isn't he? Look at those feathers. Wow.
What was his brother, George? My brother, George.
My brother, George.
So, yeah, I don't even know if you compare those, but Bernie knows it's crap, folks. We all get what's going on here. And the good news of all of this, as frustrating as it is for you and for me, is that we're done with this. At least it'll die down a little bit. We can take a pause from this level of crazy as of Wednesday of next week.
What do you mean it's let's go?
All righty, that is it, ladies and gentlemen, the end of your Daily Mojo.
Holy cow, you got it right.
But before we go, as always, let's find out what we learned today. We learned that you will see a leprechaun riding a pink unicorn before you see a vegan comedian.
Yes.
We learned if your anti-demonization monologue includes demonization, you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
We learned the $100,000 double super secret donation level package for our crowdsourcing could be anything. Even $100,000. Could be. We learned that a lack of meat is contributing to the insanity. Stop the insanity. Eat meat. And finally, we learned that if a friend of yours today or in the future offers you a Jolly Rancher, a Starburst, or a Butterfinger, before you accept, ask, do you listen to the Daily Mojo?
Hey, y'all.
I'm saying it may influence your decision of whether or not you want to accept the aforementioned Starburst, Butterfinger, or Jolly Rancher. Bradley J. Staggs, what, if anything, did you learn today?
I learned that super massive black hole at the center of our galaxy could turn out to be nothing more than Michael Moore's stomach. It really could. I learned that I firmly believe we shouldn't be demonizing groups of people, but those dirty caravan migrants, oh my gosh, have you seen how nasty they look?
Are there any white ones?
Are you kidding? White people wouldn't be walking that far.
Oh, then they're none of them are bad people then.
I also learned, listen. Do me a favor.
On.
Do you have a spoon
Hey,
I can borrow?
listen.
Hey. I learned if vegans are crazy, what's Don Lemon's excuse? He gets meat all the time.
Hey,
Get there.
That may have been a gay reference.
Could have been. Or it could have been just the fact that he eats meat. And finally, I learned that Don Lemon is now taking all rebuttals to his claim that white men are dangerous. Especially his boyfriend. Just saying. Just
wow.
saying.
Is that all you learned?
That's pretty much all I learned today, yeah.
Hey, what, if anything, did the listeners learn today?
Paul B. over on Twitter learned who doesn't love tacos.
I love them. The vegan tacos, I'm not so sure about.
It's not really a taco. That's
No.
just something wrapped around veggies. That's more of a wrap.
I would think so,
That's
yeah.
a veggie wrap. It's not a taco.
You're right.
Come on, please. TJ Toppin learned the outcome of the PC culture from me is when I hear someone being attacked for any PC violation, I immediately take their side. And that, I concur.
You're right. I do, too, on that stuff.
Every time. If it's
Actually, and you know what? That's not necessarily wrong. That might be actually right, because when you start talking PC, there is a lot of overlap into infringing personal freedoms, like officially, like First Amendment stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of it is.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that.
Sticks and stones may break my bones. But that
I have
Don
so many.
Lemon, he's going to hurt me.
I'm still stuck on the vegan taco because there's so many jokes I just wanted to make, and I just know this, folks. Take this away today: that when you thought those jokes, I thought some of them too just now, and I just thought they were crossing the line.
MoJo Trucker Trash learned, just remember, in case of apocalypse, we can all eat the vegans first. They are, after all, range-fed.
Oh, my gosh, you're right.
You're not going to get the nasty diseases.
And they're not going to have the muscle mass to flee.
Right. Yes.
Right.
No, they're going to be easy to catch.
So we're the ones that, we're going to run faster than them, so
Yes.
they're going to get gobbled up by the aliens and everything first.
Yep.
And then, second of all, the ones that are left, there it is.
Stephen English.
Hey, Sparkly Buttermilk Nelson. That's because its name's like that. Hey, Amethyst Realm. How are you? Because you know she's a vegan, too.
By the way, somebody was upset that we were making fun of mental illness yesterday.
That's what we do here.
I know. I said, have you listened lately? Thank you for noticing.
And by the way, you get a pass, right? Blacks can make fun of black people, right? We already learned that. Well, there you go.
There you go. Stephen English learned, sure, Doc can joke about killing vegans, but I talk about giving Mary Janes to trick-or-treaters, and I'm Joe Crap the Ragman.
Exactly. That's how it works.
Just at least he has the rules down.
I mean,
good.
I'm thinking we may need a sixth rule, that we make the rules. I mean, I thought that was understood.
That goes
You didn't
without
need
saying.
one, but maybe not.
Remember to tell your heart to keep beating, too.
What is this in here? What is this?
That is a gun.
That I probably shouldn't throw on the glass top.
You know what? We're made of money. We'll just buy a new glass top.
We'll get one made of silver. We're so rich. We'll have a silver glass top made of gold.
Linda Hoff,
this is a representation of what?
Of a gun.
It's an actual gun, but it represents.
Of the gun that we're giving away on Black Friday.
And then we got this.
Yes, the cell phone case that not just a cell phone case, it's also a battery charger and a stun gun. All in the same. What are you looking for?
I feel like there was another representation.
Yes, the Minuteman Watch, the Team Rubicon Minuteman Watch, all of these things and more could be yours if you are the winner of our big Black Friday contest, the entry form of which is on the front page of MoJo50.com.
It doesn't cost you a thing. Just register and you'll be in the prize pack when it all tops out. We had a bunch of other stuff like MoJo Wild Rice in there and some supplements from therichsolution.com.
It doesn't cost anything, but if you send me $100, it might improve your odds, might not improve your odds.
It's not going to, but it'll improve Brad's kind of tenure or mood today, rather.
Yes, it will.
So anyways, get that in. Just go to MoJo50.com and register. That will be drawn on Black Friday. If you've got a business you want us to promote absolutely free, we'll give you free commercials on Black Friday. It's a crazy business model, but we're going to try it on Black Friday. Make sure to prepare now. And we'll be with you election night for coverage right here, 7 to midnight Eastern, on MoJo50.com. I didn't get to the new numbers on procrastination. I could do those tomorrow. What else do we have coming up?
We've got Friday leftovers and the Friday Freak of the Week.
Oh, you're right. And what does Matt Locke have coming up on his broadcast?
Look,
he's got something. It'll be
just do me a favor.
Do us a favor and listen.
That's all you need.
Remember, your Daily Mojo is today a Ron
Phillips.
production.
Ron Phillips.
Sic Semper Tyrannis. Good night, Steve Cannon. Wherever you are. Anya, now you go home.
Very good. Phillips? You're very good. It's Phillips, yes. Like the screwdriver.
With an F?
Yeah.
F-I-L-O?
P-H.
See, that doesn't make sense.
This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. Mojo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.